What's up, guys? Welcome back to We Have a Movie. I'm Mike. Jay will be here in a couple minutes. I believe he was watching Alien Earth, probably, and the commercials were on his. He has commercials on his. I don't on mine, so I reckon that's what's going on. We'll talk about that episode tonight. We're going to talk about the Silent Hill Return to Silent Hill trailer. We're going to watch it tonight. We're going to talk about Life. We're going to talk about Halloween, the video game, and we're going to talk about some Saw stuff. It's going to be a fun one, and I'm excited. In my crotchal regions. How's everyone tonight? How are you doing? How's everybody doing? I know. Yeah, it's rough. I'll explain. I haven't showed Jay yet, so I'm going to wait till Jay comes in, and then I'll explain what's going on with my face and head. Don't worry, everything's fine. I'm just an idiot. Someone popped on and were like, I was really scared for a second that you were sick, which is wild. That's wild. But no, I'm not. Everything's good. No, Brandon, I won't do it. I will. I'll wait till Jay comes in. But yeah. How are you guys today? How's your Tuesday going? Mine's short, shriveled, and slightly to the left. 2 sick kids, no hair. Yeah, all that stuff. But other than that, it's good. That episode kind of sucks. If you guys did any show of hands, who watched Alien Earth tonight, who did not? All right, I that's the second time I've seen this. What does that mean, D. Mitch? 7 hours and 15 days. What is it? What is that from? I'm gonna feel stupid for not knowing it, but I don't know it. But I did also read that hair grows back at 1/2 inch a month at a time, so I should be good to go in like a month. That's nice. Pretty excited about that. Oh man. I'm sorry. No, I'm just kidding, Jeremy. I like that movie. It's not for what it was meant to be, but I like it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. That would be fucking awesome, DZ. I mean, shoot, that would be great. Is what I meant to say. I don't see, I'm conflicted on that emotionless because I don't think we can say that because technically that's a kid in there. You know what I'm saying? Like they zoomed in on her mouth when she was doing the and I was like, that's a child. I don't think you're allowed to, I'm not saying anything about you, pal, but I understand it's an adult actress, but yeah, technically playing a child. So I don't know if you could say she's hot. I don't know if it works that way. Yeah, I know. I'm just playing. But yeah, synthetic appearance. There you go. They drew her a hot body. Now I get what you're saying. I had to make a video for someone the other day about hot people in a franchise, and I was sort of conflicted on some of it because I was I mean, technically they're playing a high schooler in the movie, but technically, I was not even born yet when this movie was out, so technically I can say that now. I think what are the rules when it comes to that? Double jeopardy. I have no idea, but yeah, we'll talk about the show when Jay gets here for sure. But it's not a porn stash, Mikey. I think in the 70s you could have called it a porn stash. I appreciate it though. Kid said I looked like a P file earlier, so that was nice. It's nice to hear your kid say that about you. The mustache is not popular in my home. It's not, but I like it personally. So we'll have to see how that turns out. I like it personally. And it's not that, right? It's not that, Barney. So at least it's a little better than that. Oh, me goodness. Yeah. One came after the other. The stash was the mistake, but it's the only part I kind of like. I'm kind of liking it. I'm kind of enjoying it a little bit, right? Exactly. Who wants a ride? That's right. It's not about that at all. By the way, at my age, it's not about that at all. It's definitely not about what makes me happy. But, if I did that, I'd probably have blue hair and a mohawk instead of looking like I'm going to pull you over and possibly beat you with a nightstick. I'm going to stop that joke before it gets way too gnarly. I'm enjoying it, though. I like it. I wish it was a little bit thicker, a little fuller, but who doesn't? You know what I'm saying? Who does not? Oh, me. So I didn't see anybody say whether or not they were watching the show. And that's kind of what we're gonna do. I feel like is maybe we'll do these at the same time and we'll give a spoiler-free recap of the show for the most part, because I just don't feel like a lot of people are watching the show. I don't feel like a lot of people are watching Alien Earth. It's kind of a bummer, but I kind of get it, especially after tonight. It felt like a super filler episode. So, all right, take it easy there, DJ. Come on now. No, it's not that bad, right? I mean, it stretches past the legal the legal limits for that. Don't do that to me now. Someone said I look like Sean Strickland with the head shave, and that was hurtful. That was hurtful. I didn't enjoy that at all. Hello, sir.
Hello, children.
Dude, that hoodie is sick. I love it.
Oh yes, I just got this. It's very nice. I got it at Target.
That's tight. I like it.
Yeah. Yes. I was gonna get the newer one, but I was like, that's gay. So I got this one. I got the old school one.
Yeah, we don't want.
No, I really never. I just don't like James Gunn's Superman logo design. I never have. It just looks like it's like made by Lego. I don't know. It kind
of looks like a car hood design.
Yeah, it looks like Playmates or something.
That's true, dude. When BVS came out, I was like, I want to buy some stuff with that logo on it. But when that came out, I was like, I never felt the desire to like get a James Gunn Superman t-shirt.
Yeah, that's like all Amazon was selling. That was like, you could get the old Superman comic book one, like a distressed looking one, which I almost got, and then the Man of Steel one. But that was like this one with the bleeding Superman logo. That's tight. That's tight.
Did you order it on Amazon?
Yes, indeed. In installments because I'm a frugal bitch.
It always feels better to pay for things in installments.
Yeah.
Like you did an Amazon installments or like a Klarna, like a full out
package? No, it was like a firm. It wasn't even that. But dude, I got addicted to it. It's not even that expensive. And I was just like, well, if I have the availability and the purchasing power with a firm, I'm going to use it.
I almost bought a brand new. I've been struggling so hard with a bunch of the technical aspects because I realized there's some latency issues with the live streams that I've been trying to fix. And the capture card and all that stuff. I bought a webcam, dude. Check this out. I paid $150 for this webcam, man. And this thing, not worth it. See? Doesn't even work. I don't know why it's doing that right now. But no, the picture's not good enough, dude. It does not.
Well, it didn't look. I didn't look that bad. I could read it. It's not like I thought you were talking about. I was going to be like in 240p or 144.
No, like it didn't turn on. I forgot I unplugged it. That was not it. It looks fine, but it's not nearly anything as good as like what I got going on now. So I got to figure it out.
Venom says a firm is controlling Jay's life. Yeah, I'm becoming Peggy Bundy. I'm just like ordering things off a firm. By the way, speaking of Venom, dude, I almost got. There were some awesome looking Venom hoodies too. I never had a Venom hoodie where just the white spider logo, but I didn't want to getting it.
Yeah, just because the movies suck, isn't it?
No, I like the character. Well, the movie, Venom 1. Well, Venom 1 wasn't bad. The other one sucked. I haven't even seen the newer one.
Carnage is a firm man.
I know. Carnage sucked. I can't believe you would ruined that character. And you had you had Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, how do you fuck that up with Woody Harrelson, man?
It's just because they didn't want to. Didn't they rate that PG-13? Or something, they skirted the line of the crack of rated R, and they're like, well, we can't go too far because we want kids to go see it. The Cletus Cassidy Carnage is supposed to be like an even crazier, bloodthirsty Joker.
Yeah, I don't know how they screw that shit up. I really don't. It's terrible. I was gonna ask you something. I forgot what it was.
Yes. By the way, sorry I was late. I'm on that EBT Hulu. I had to wait for ads, and then I just finished it.
Yeah, that's why I texted you. I was like, we might have to cut early because like we made it at 9. Because I didn't know, like I thought the episode would be like 38 minutes again. But it was a full hour, so I figured with ads that would
to be honest, I would have, but then I was like, I actually was a little intrigued by what was going on. So I was like, I'll watch that.
Hey Jay, look at this.
What? What the fuck did you do?
Dude, it's so much worse looking right now because the light is so bad.
God
like,
damn, dude.
So much worse. I know.
It's not.
I know.
What, dude?
It's crazy. I know.
You look like a factory.
This light down, dude. I gotta turn this light down.
You look like a factory worker at Chernobyl. What the fuck? Why did you do that?
I just, dude, I was getting in the shower after working out today, and I caught like the back of my head, and I was like, I'm sorry, I'm tired of this shit because it's like getting thin, and like the front was long, but the back was like flat, and it looked weird. So I was like, I'm gonna do it.
Dude, I gotta be honest with you, man. It's not that you. What you need to do is, dude, it's got like I'm not lying. I'm not even trying to be a bitch. Listen, I'm not lying, dude. Just go bald. Like you look like Ned Flanders right now. Go bald and look awesome. You look good.
Well, so here's the thing. Honest to God, like this light, I have this huge ass light right above my head, so it's making it way worse. Like there's like a dome. Normally, you can't see my skin just looking at it. Like you know what I mean? This is actually like closer to what. So it's not as bad as it looks right now.
Yeah,
it's terrible in the light. So
what did you go? What was the length?
It's like a 4.
That's
like
a 4.
No, I don't know. It was on the beard trim, dude. I just went with it. I just went crazy. on myself.
I'm not. I swear to Christ, dude. If you went straight bald, it would look good. Like straight bald. Like I'm talking about the whole fucking thing.
Yeah. No, I've never tried this again.
Just do it, dude.
No, dude. I've already read that it takes like it takes about like your hair grows like a half an inch like every month. So in like 2 months, I'll be just back to normal. And in the meantime, I can put that minoxidil shit right on the source. You know what I mean? Dude. Right. Because I got strong shit going here.
I saw that. Yeah,
strong.
The hairline is good.
Yeah, but it's in the back. It's and then dude, but
if you're a stripper, dude, your name would be Buttfucker McDillon. Somebody said Sergeant Slaughter.
That's the best one I've heard yet, dude.
Well, I didn't know. I was starting to know the mustache, but I didn't know you went full on.
The mustache was an accident, actually, because I did this on purpose. I don't know, it's midlife crisis, but the mustache, when I was trimming my beard to match it, I screwed up and I had a chin strap, and dude, it looked so bad. So I had to shave it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going mustache.
I liked it. I think the mustache looked dope. I like it. If I could work it, I would do it.
I'm really enjoying the mustache. My family's not. Family's not enjoying it at all. Ellie cried. Ellie cried when she saw me. She was laughing, but still. The wife said,
Super Troopers 3 is casting. So you never know. You could have
I got a lot of farvas. Yeah, I got a lot of farvas, which made me super.
I didn't hear about weird about. No, they have mustaches. But yeah. By the way, Jay, where's your fucking mullet? Mike can grow hair better than me. Fuck you. I can't. Actually, I can grow the hair on the. I can grow the. Yeah, it's true. I probably could get a mullet, but I'm losing it here, dude. My shit's starting to look like Peter Weller. I'm just gonna go straight on fucking hat forever,
dude. You would have a way better stash than I do.
Yeah, but you gotta have a face for it, and I don't have the face for a mustachio.
This is what sucks, dude, is when I wear my hat backwards though, and I look like this. It's not. I look like Pip farting on a snare drum in Airheads. You know what I mean? It's not. I missed having the hair in the front of the hat, so now I have to wear my hat, which makes my state trooper look even fucking worse, dude. I look like I'm gonna definitely hit you with a nightstick later. So
or like spike my drink at the bar at Applebee's.
yeah. My wife said I look like a penis, and you said I look.
You
like
shaved your head before though.
I did. I never went that short though. That was my mistake. That was my number one mistake. I shouldn't have gone so short.
No, you know what Cody told me, dude. He said that the reason why mine looked like shit, which I couldn't do I couldn't do it. I tried it, but he's like, you went too long. Like if you'd gone like a 2 or a 1.
That is why I went so short this time, and this is what happens. You know what I mean?
But you said you might have gone to a 4. Maybe you just go down another blade.
See what I'm saying though? Like without the light, like it doesn't look that bad. You know what I mean? Like without the light shining directly on my bald head, it's not so bad.
Did you do that yourself, or did you have somebody do it?
No, I just did it. I didn't tell anybody. That's why the kids got home.
Were you crying in the shower as you were doing it?
I was in total denial. I was like, it looks fine. It looks fine. It looks fine. I even did like a video, and I'm just like, I'm trying to talk myself. I'm trying to get used to it. And then finally, I'm like, I'm wearing a hat for the next 2 months. That's just the way it's going to go. That's the way the cookie's going to crumble. But I am happy about the mustache, though, even though
I like the mustache. I said you should have had it when you did those chalice things. I was like, you should keep that shit. That looked good.
If I can get out of a divorce, then I will probably keep and nurture the mustache for as long as possible. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm enjoying it. I just got to work real hard on that part, but we'll see.
It's fine. Well, I mean, you didn't have to reveal your hair. I was, but you did.
No, I was excited to show you. I was excited. Yeah, I know. I did a whole video earlier and just like, fuck it. I'm going to let the world see who I am, Steven.
Mister says, at least you fucked yourself and didn't pay.
That's true. Yeah, I didn't have to pay to be ugly as fuck. Yeah, I know,
It actually doesn't look
100%.
that bad. It is what it is. We're getting old, dude. Like, I mean, it is what it
Yeah.
is. I mean, somebody said take hair pills, but that shit, I mean, I'm telling you, dude, like I thought about doing that. And I don't think that would work. I just don't think, I think that's all snake in a bottle kind of bullshit. I just don't think it works.
It works for some people. I'm not taking the pills because there's they mess with your libido. I'd rather be bald than, you know. But like the drops, I put them on my head. I just don't do them consistently. Now that I have this though, and honestly, I felt like that was just getting mixed up with my hair. Now that I have this, it'll go directly on the scalp, and I feel like it'll help me come back. You know, help come back stronger, bigger, harder, faster, stronger.
Maybe. I mean, it could work. Yeah, dude, like his hair transplants are like fucking what, 20 grand or some bullshit. It's insane.
What's crazy, dude, is I used to have like the thickest, like huge, like they called me big hair in school, and I always spiked it up and it was all cool and stuff. Every time I get my hair cut, they'd be like, "Oh boy, you are never gonna go bald. This hair is the thickest hair I ever saw in my life." I don't know what person I was imitating, but I was
Paula
that
Deen.
many times. Yeah. and then yeah, that happened. But in other news, did you hear Cracker Barrel reverse the decision? We won. We won.
That's
everyone.
right. Uncle Herschel can sleep easy tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because we got the Cracker Barrel back with Uncle Herschel on the cover.
No,
well, they lost a fuck ton of money. That's why it wasn't like, well, we realized our mistake and we want to keep our brand, the old school country store that we all know and love. And because of that reason, to show that we care, we're going to switch it back for you. No, it's because that fucking $98 million that you lost really sent a fucking shockwave through your wiener hole. And you're like, we got to change this. We're not going to be the new Bud Light. Fuck that.
Yeah. And that's what's crazy about it is that, you know, I'm just happy, dude. Like, you know, this was clear. This was so much more important than the Epstein list. So much more
100%.
important than child trafficking.
Yes.
The war in Israel, like everything. You know, I know that there was promises made before this election, and we didn't keep any of them. But by God, we got that Cracker Barrel logo change, folks. And that's
priorities are our number one strength in this here land of the free. And Cracker Barrel was numero uno. Priority.
We took down
solved.
I feel like the night we killed Osama bin Laden.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have an arena cheering for that shit, banners flying, everything, parades.
Yeah, dude. It was a smart decision, though. I'm glad they did that. In all honesty, Jay and I called a couple Cracker Barrel facilities this weekend during the Patreon live stream.
Yeah,
they were meant to be prank calls, and they ended up with us just falling in love with the customer service at Cracker Barrel. My God, those women at the front desk are amazing.
They were. Yeah, everybody was super fucking nice, dude. That was why I hung up twice because I felt bad every fucking time. I was just like, well, we're trying to do a skit or like a little number with these guys, like do a little bit, and then I was like, these people are really fucking nice. I couldn't think of anything mean to say.
They ended up but you weren't being mean because they were loving it, dude. That one girl was like, like she was having a blast. Like you could tell they were bored because they probably didn't have any customers because the boycott. So they were just hanging out with us on the phone, and we're talking like rednecks. Like, I can't believe they did this to our Uncle Herschel, and they were loving it, man. They were dying laughing. It was great. The pizza company's not so happy to have our phone calls, but they were cool.
Rocky says, I sense a hint of sarcasm. Well, that's good because I'm laying it on pretty thick.
Oh yeah, and the good news is, dude, if I can keep the stash, by the way, when the hair grows back, it'll make great child's videos for October.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Or you could just get a wig.
Yeah, no, that's true
because that actually would work better now that you have the shorter hair. You know, it'll stick better.
He says Mike looks like a white supremacist, and we got a Cracker Barrel shoot. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, you should be on there. You should be like doing a campaign for him. Hey, Cracker Barrel heard you. And you know what? Ain't nothing wrong with switching back to old Uncle Herschel because I like me some grits and biscuit and gravy in the morning. By God, it's as real as this mustache. And that's what I'm talking about. Go ahead and get your 4x4s and your goddamn Ford pickup trucks and come on down here to Cracker Barrel where it's always tradition.
And why? I mean, tasty.
Yeah, you got cut that shit out. He ain't supposed to say that.
That's for the unrated DVD cut going out to patriots.com.
By the way, so I guess we should talk about the fucking episode.
Yeah, I guess that's something that we should do.
We should probably talk about that since that's what we're here. Well, not only thing we're here for, but
yeah, I told the people, by the way, before you got in, there's a lot more people here now, so I'll tell you guys as well. We are going to keep our Alien Earth recap spoiler free for those who haven't seen it because we realized that just doing an Alien Earth recap show only was alienating some viewers who weren't able to watch. So we're going to keep that spoiler free, but we're also going to watch. This came out tonight. The Silent Hill, Return to Silent Hill trailer. We're going to watch that. We're going to talk about some Saw rumors going around in the world. And we're going to talk about Halloween, the video game, a little bit. So stick around, finger yourself if you loved that and who doesn't.
Well,
no one's watching.
I might as well just go ahead and tell you all. There's some Spawn movie news.
I did not know this.
Nothing happened. That's the
damn
news.
it.
No, it literally was. I watched this interview. I guess it wasn't San Diego Comic-Con. There was some kind of comic convention that happened recently, right? I don't know. Maybe it was Gamescom. Todd McFarlane sat down for a quick, like 18, 19-minute interview with this dude. A lot of it was about his life and stuff. It is, I mean, he is an interesting dude, no doubt. But it was only but the title of the video was like Spawn movie news. What the fuck just happened? Huh? Okay. I guess that's it. We'll talk about this. Oh,
My internet thought that I was in a triple letter meeting. So
yeah, I thought you had a clan thing going on. I was like, well, I guess I'll just take charge for a second. But no, sorry, folks. The gasoline's low at the party. I got to go fill that out because we got a bunch of trees that make it look like a cross that we're going to go put lovingly in someone's front yard. Anyhow, no. So the only thing that happened, it was such a clickbait video, and I don't know, it was like Comics Den or something. They have over 1 million subscribers, so I'm not like whatever, but it was so clickbaity. It's like Spawn movie news. And it was literally like a 4 or 5 minute segment where all that Todd McFarlane said was they were like, can we get any kind of update on Spawn the movie? Because again, this shit was announced in 2008, dude. Late 08, like with the success of Iron Man, like Todd McFarlane floated the idea, oh, we're doing Spawn. It's been that long. We're going to get fucking GTA 6 before any Spawn. The only thing he said was, well, we've sent a contract over to a director last week. That's the movie news. That's the Spawn news. So he's narrowed it down to a director that he likes. And he's like, in my opinion, he's an A-list director. He didn't name the name. But that's all. That's as far as we've gotten.
It's Lloyd Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Lloyd Boogaloo.
Jason, what the fuck just happened? Like he was about to leave. I wasn't about to leave. I was just shocked. It's like seeing a car crash in front of you. You're like, what the fuck? I mean, I'll continue moving in my life. I'll keep going. But it's like, oh, shit. Someone just wrecked. All right. Well, on to the news. But no, yeah. But that's all that happened. If you want to save yourself any trouble of looking that video up or watching it, that's it. Like they got a director. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I won't say it's never gonna happen. They said that about the Snyder Cut, and that happened. So I'm sure the movie will happen. But yeah, I don't know if any of us will still be alive by the time Spawn comes out.
Well, I understand Todd McFarlane's hesitation. Like obviously, the first Spawn movie, it's nostalgic for me. I know it sucks though. Like it did not age well, and there's a lot of stuff in that film that just pure hot garbage. But obviously, Michael Jai White was perfect choice. It's really shitty. John Leguizamo was awesome. Just had a really fucked up over the top special effects that don't hold up at all, and it was really badly directed in a lot of ways. But so I understand his hesitation about immediately saying, well, we got to make this movie right away and compete with MCU. So he's like being really slow playing it, making sure he gets all the right ducks in a row. But come on, man, it's been that fucking long. And he said the director is an A-list, or he's like, well, let me put it, in my opinion, he's an A-lister.
What would you think about that? Well, what about Eli Roth? Would you like Eli Roth for Spawn?
I think Eli Roth can knock it out of the park. And I mean, and that's what Todd McFarlane said. He said, well, the guy also wants to make it spooky, wants to make it creepy. So the director is on board with that idea, but there's no script. So obviously they have to pin a writer. They have to get the director. Obviously
I thought they've been working on the script all this time.
He didn't mention a script.
I see. I thought he was working with Blumhouse on a script.
Well, I mean, I think that there's money issues going on. I think that's because he said something about a studio and about funding.
Yeah. So maybe Blumhouse isn't involved.
Maybe unless contracts have fallen through and they're like, well, we're not going to spend that much money on it.
Dude, talk about a perfect choice. Zack Snyder for Spawn would be amazing.
It would be really cool, but a lot of people would get mad about it.
100%.
Like 100% get pissy because they'll be like, well, he ruined Man of Steel. But like maybe Man of Steel wasn't his cup of tea. Spawn would 100% work within Zack Snyder's universe.
Fetty would be awesome. Fetty Alvarez would be amazing.
Somebody fucking said you eat bowl. What the fuck? That's great.
That's what I thought when you said an A-list director. I was like,
Tom McFarlane was like, in my opinion, an A-list director. So that could be anybody. Who knows? But he acted like
Coogler's a good director, dude. But I don't want the whole entire movie to be about, like we get it, like you know what I'm saying? Like he's obsessed with skin color, like, and that's fine. But like, that character's not all about that. He just happens to also be black. You know what I'm saying? People might give me shit for that, but I mean, I'm just being honest. I think a lot of people probably feel that way if they're being honest. There's nothing wrong with it, but when you insert it into other characters, I don't think it's for the best.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, like I said, I know that he's just being really protective of his property, and he doesn't want to have another shit disaster that he had with the first Spawn. So he doesn't want to like make it MCU-ish or like what James Gunn is doing with DC. He wants to make it its own unique beast. And I understand, like, dude, Spawn the animated series was fucking top notch, amazing, and that's what he wants to bring to the big screen. So I get it, but it's like, god damn, dude, you got to strike with the irons hot a little bit. Like, you got to move.
Jordan Peele would do a great Spawn.
Yeah, Jordan Peele would kill it. Yeah. Oh, that's what even Michael Jai White was talking about in a Collider podcast that he did like 6 or 7 years ago when they were asking him about the Spawn movie, and he was like, the director that they had was a special effects director, and that's really what he knew was special effects. Like, he was over the top, hamming it up with special effects. What he lost sight was, and this is exactly what he said. I'm not saying Michael Jai, but this is like what he meant. He was like, he lost sight, I think is what he was saying, of like the core story of Spawn, where it's about a man that goes to hell because he would sacrifice anything for his wife, and then the devil tricks him, and then he comes back and it's all fucked up.
Yeah.
So anyway, but we'll see. That's all that fucking happened. A flock of seagulls flew over and nothing happened.
Speaking of nothing happening, that Alien Earth episode, I'm just going to say it. I think it was the worst one yet. I think it sucked pretty hard, in my opinion.
I got a little interested in it toward the end, but the whole thing, like the one main chick, Wendy, is now turning into Caesar Milan, the dog whisperer. Like, the dog rescuer.
Dr. Doolittle.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Now we're talking to things. I was like, oh my god, dude, this is stupid. And then it kind of reminded me of like the Queen, like the Sigourney Weaver character in Alien Resurrection, where she can like like, I was like, no, don't go down this route. And then you got fucking Martin Short, Willy Wonka, Smelly Feet running around talking about like, I'm the Dottie. Do you come over here? I felt bad for that fucking sheep.
Put on some socks or sandals or something, man. Jesus.
Yeah. I didn't
wear my fuck you flip flops in my
that guy is really good. Yeah, that guy's really grating on my nerves, dude. I don't know. And again, the best part of it was Timothy Olyphant, and you just don't get enough of him in the episodes.
Kumi was my favorite, actually, dude. He was badass in this episode.
Yeah,
when he was sitting there he's like, I'm sitting here with your mother. I was like, dude, this guy's badass.
Yeah,
he's got like Keith David, just badass vibes to him.
Morrow, the cyborg.
That's name. So he said his name was Kumi in this episode. So I looked it up on I looked it up on Google before we turned on the camera, or I did to make sure I knew the cast, but I thought it was Morrow. Whatever his name is, he's cool. I didn't like him at first, and he's actually growing on me. Yeah, dude, I think he's right up there with Olyphant as my two favorite characters in the show. Like, he's fucking killing it. I'm actually kind of rooting for him. I know it's fucked up because he's like the bad guy or whatever, but I'm so sick of the Peter Pan shit and all that other stuff. I'm like, let's go. Let's see what you're gonna do with those eggs.
You know what? I kind of agree with you here a little bit. He says, I already checked out of the Alien Earth series, lost interest already. I'm focused on Peacemaker season 2, way more interesting. I kind of agree with you a little bit. We kind of spoke about that a little bit at Patreon. It's not that Alien Earth couldn't be good, but this one has definitely slowed down to a bit of a slog. And now you get like these existential moments where they're talking about this bullshit. It's becoming like Real World or some shit where it's like, I pregnant. It's like, no, you're not. You're fucking crazy is what you are, Molly Ringwald, crazy panties. Then you got that one guy who was like, well, the best case scenario is we got 6 AIs that think they're human, and then the worst case scenario is we kill 6 children. I'm like, did you think about this shit early? Like, when the fuck you just now thought about this?
It's called a business plan, Steven.
Yeah, it's huge. It's going to be great in Kmart. But by the way, the Babadook mom, I swear to God, up to this episode, for some reason, I thought she was an android too.
I could see that though.
But
I could
not.
see that.
Yeah.
She's good, by the way. She's really good. That scene got intense when that thing popped up, when she popped up and got in her face, and she was like, "I'm gonna make tea." That was intense for sure, and I think that's gonna go somewhere. But like, I don't know, dude. It's just way too. It's felt like a pure filler episode.
Mm-hmm.
And normally, seasons don't need filler episodes until the second season, maybe the 6th or 7th episode of the first season. But to be the 4th season and we're already doing pure filler exposition episodes, not good. The goat was cool when it stood up. I was like,
yeah,
that's nasty.
I felt bad for it though. I was like, I don't like watching like animals get like fucking. I don't like that. Like, I had to like, nah, I can't be hearing that shit. I know it's a fucking goat and it's probably of the devil, but I can't watch that shit.
It was creepy.
I don't know but don't they use goats and like devil worship and shit? I don't know. It's probably
I think like goats and like lambs. I don't know. Yeah,
wasn't that goddamn thing in The Witch a goat?
Yeah,
fucking goat, man. Wait, what's something called fucking goat?
There ain't no goddamn Blair Witch in Burkittville.
Life's Well said she was a cyborg. Oh, okay, that's what it is. Okay, the Babadook lady.
And what was going on at the end? Like she was like, it's like, oh, it's the cute little baby.
That's what. Yeah. So I guess she like like Caesar Milan whispered to it in the lung, and then it popped out. It's like, Mama. I was like, oh, Toka and Rezai. Yes, I am your master. They are stupid. They're stupid infants.
Yeah, dude, that episode for me was a 4 out of 10, to be honest with you. I really lost interest, and even had the worst closing song, Jane's Addiction. Whatever. I walked out before they played at Lollapalooza. I was like, I'm here for Audio Slave and Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah, I was not very happy. The ending was, it got me a little intrigued, but again, it's more so, you know what's actually intriguing me now is that Timothy Oliphant is listening to the conversation that Morrow the Cyborg is having with.
Yeah, what's he gonna do?
I don't know, but dude, like when he confronted that boy in his room, he's like, "You want to test my gangster?" Like, wait, that Timothy Oliphant was like, "You want to test that?" And
he was sitting there listening, like,
God, dude, I gotta be honest, man. Timothy Oliphant is so fucking intimidating, dude, without really doing much. Like, he's such a good actor. He's got a lot of presence to it. But anyway, yeah, I'm more interested in that than the fucking aliens.
Yeah, no, the
crazy.
Jenna Ortega eyebrows don't help either. They make him scarier, matching the Billy Idol cut that he's got going on. He is intimidating. You're correct.
Yeah, dude, he kind of looks like Jamie Lee Curtis a little bit. Same haircut. Just the same haircut. Like he looks like a wax museum of Jamie Lee Curtis. But yeah, anyway, I agree with you. I'm rapidly losing interest as far as like a little bit at the end. It got me. I was like, I'm kind of interested in that, but then knowing that they're probably going to go that direction where she's like, they chose me. I'm like, oh fuck.
I am the new alien.
And now we're going to feel bad for them. And they're going to be like, I don't even know what's going on. I was like, all right, this is where you kind of go off the rails and you're jumping the shark already in episode 4.
Yeah, nice. Thank you. Not just that, my assistant Queely has brought me a beverage.
Oh,
thank you, Queely.
Somebody said she's a snake charmer. Yeah, that's true. She's a snake charmer. But no, yeah. So I don't know. But I agree with.
Yeah, she brought out a fucking flute. It was like,
yeah, yeah, she brought out a flute. I agree with Pajucia. I can't say your name, dude. I don't know. But I agree. I'm much more interested in Peacemaker. But I guess it's a good thing Hulu didn't give us the screeners for this. So
it is, because we did today get screeners for Peacemaker, which I'm so excited about. So we'll be able to do something different with Peacemaker. I don't know what yet because their schedule's kind of crazy, but we're going to be able to hopefully figure out a way to have a video or something up after each episode comes out, depending on how fast those come. So that's going to be cool.
That's true. Jamie Lee Curtis is 100% amazing.
My God,
on fire. Insane.
I think she's hot in H2O. I know people might disagree with that, but
she's all right.
Yeah, like there's something about her, like I'm crazy and like I drink white wine at 10 a.m. and like I've got a crazy past and my brother's Michael Myers, but I will fucking grab an axe and chase him down on this campus. I don't know. Jamie Lee Curtis turns me on in H2O. It's weird.
I got a little tingle in me wiener when she was like, today. When she was like trying to get her wine because she's a drunk Karen. I was like, oh, I kind of like that. You talk about that. I like that. No, I don't. Dominatrix style. But yeah, at the end of the day, Alien Earth. Yeah, I agree. I give it about a 4.0 as well. We'll continue on the journey because we only got 4 episodes left. But because I don't want to be like, what was that show that we watched years ago? And it got so sloggy where it was like the worms were going into the eyes and taking over people. What's it?
Oh, the vampire show that was like on FX, right?
Yeah.
Kevin Durand was in it. The Strain.
Yeah. The Strain, yeah. That one was another one that I just rapidly lost interest in it, much like Women with Me. But it was rapidly over. Like it just was like, holy shit.
Yeah. So, and then you're right. We will finish it 100%. Someone did make a comment on Twitter. I'm sorry, I forgot to screen grab it or whatever. But someone made a really good point. They were like, I feel like this is going to like the show's okay, but it kind of feels like when you look back at the overall lore of the series, it's just going to kind of be forgotten about, like most TV shows attached to major properties. And that's a really good point. I hope Crystal Lake doesn't turn out that way. I hope the Halloween TV series doesn't turn out that way. But it's starting to feel like, even with the quality that they have in this, where it's always been established as a movie franchise, I don't know if the show's ever going to hold the amount of weight that the movies do. Is there a movie franchise you can think of that had a show that is strongly counted and remembered in the canon by fans as much as the movies? I can't think of one. Any great show started as a show.
I thought you were talking about any show. Like there's a fuck ton. The Sopranos, Breaking Bad, all those shows.
No, based on a movie franchise that existed before. Bates Motel and Hannibal. Okay, those are two good.
I would say Spawn the animated series, but that really isn't based on. Well,
that was before the movie.
The movie really hadn't went out yet, so I don't know. I can't think of it.
Terminator had a good show, but again, that Sarah Sarah Connor Chronicles show. It was good, but nobody ever talks about it when they talk about the franchise for the most part.
And then I know actually, I think a lot of people do like, or I think I remember seeing, Star Trek. That's a good one.
But the show was before the movies, though. So
the TV series, RoboCop, when they had the I don't know, the RoboFiles, whatever the fuck they were called in the 90s. I think people did kind of enjoy that.
Oh yeah, that was that great series. That was
the series. Dude. Yeah,
Roddy Piper was in that thing. Ash vs. Evil Dead. That was pretty good.
That was great. That was great.
They canceled that way too soon. And again, I'm not talking quality wise. Chucky, just kidding. I'm not talking quality wise. I'm talking about like when you talk about the franchise, you always insert the series into it. Definitely not Scream. That series sucked. It's tough. It's a tough thing to do. It's a tough thing to do.
Prime Directive. Yeah. Oh, stinks. Okay, here we go.
Where'd you get that beer?
It's not beer. It's apple juice. What are you talking about?
Where'd you get that apple juice? Is it expired?
It might be.
Nobody drink the apple juice. The apple juice has gone bad.
Yeah. So that's it. There you go. I mean, not a lot of high hopes. I am excited for Peacemaker. I'm genuinely excited to see where they're going to go with this.
Yeah, we did the stream on it, but it made me cry. It made me laugh heartily. Way more entertaining, in my opinion. I think Peacemaker is one of the best superhero shows ever. Easily. I want to show you some stuff here, Jay, that I've talked about, but I don't think that you've seen yet, and it's pretty cool. By the way, first off, I gotta find it. Give me just one hot.
That's such a good dude. That's right, man. Bruce Crimson says it ferments. That's exactly what it does. It rots the show. It ferments. I don't know if you're talking about Alien Earth, but that's a really good one.
Okay, here we go. I've got it. Show this to you guys. We have this came out a couple days ago, but I don't think that you've seen them yet. Some new stills from the Halloween video game.
Oh,
yes, my child. And I will show them to you now. First one here.
Sexy. That looks dope. That looks fucking badass. Yeah.
Staring through a window. Is it open? Is it closed? I don't know. I think it's closed.
Michael could also be sitting down and shitting. And just has a rigid back while he does it.
It's going way too quick. They announced, by the way, that Michael Myers in the video game is going to be mocapped by this man right here. Nick fucking Castle is going to do that, which is, dude, so smart, right?
That is awesome. Yeah.
Like, you're going to get that smooth walk and those great movements.
No, I love Nick Castle, dude, but for a second when you pulled that up, I was like, they got a pirate Dan.
I said he looks like a Santa Claus ninja.
Yeah, dude. Like that guy looks like he's going to tell you secrets on your way to Crystal Lake. Like you're going to pull over and he's going to be the one screaming out with a fifth of bourbon. You're all going to die up there.
It is, dude. I want Nick Castle to take me fishing and send me a $10 check on my birthday.
Yeah, he's got a kind face. Very kind face.
And there's another shot. Dude, I just don't understand why her hair looks like frosting on a cake. That's the only.
It just doesn't look. I mean, the rendering. Oh, you can see a little nipple right there. That's amazing. How my eye went right to the nipple. Jesus Christ! Gotta lay off the porn. But yes, her hair is frosted as well.
Yeah, it's weird looking, but other than that, Michael looks badass in the background.
He looks great. That looks straight out of a movie.
Yeah, this is the only shot of Michael I don't like from the new stills is the popped collar. I know it's a part of him, but does that not look like Dead by Daylight Michael Myers?
It's 100% Dead by Daylight, and also the back of the hair kind of reminds me of the shitty mask they use in Resurrection. Just the way it looks, where it's kind of like short and spiky out. Yeah, I don't know, but again, it's in shadow, so maybe I'm not seeing it correctly, but. Yeah, that does look like Dead by Daylight. But the pop collar is great, though. I love it when they pop the collar. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't like how it goes all the way around. It looks like it's open. He's got like chest hair out, like Eric that one time we went to the bar. And I'm like, you got to button up your shirt, Eric. And then we saw this shot earlier, but if you look over to the right, there's a new dead body, which is frumpy as hell. Like, is that your butt? Like, look, dude, look at the big divot in the butt crotch area.
No, I think that they've been twisted in two.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I think they've been like, what's it? Stretch Armstronged.
He's like, do you see what I've done? Do you like it? Tell me, do you like it? Really?
He's like, you gonna get up? That's what I thought.
Do something.
That's what I thought.
That's
awesome. That's nice. Yeah,
a little head tilt.
Nice.
A little head tilt action. That's really sexy. And the cops will do that. The lighting is so good in this shot. But we talked about this before. One of the things that you're supposed to do, I think, as a survivor is to try to get the police called to stop Michael. And I wonder if this is not that happening. Like when the survivors win and the police show up or Loomis shows up.
Yeah,
it looks bad. I love the little wisps of hair coming out of the back.
It could be that, or yeah. Did you say, or like when they escape, like if you win the match, if you survive, or like if
Oh,
you
yeah.
rescue everybody.
It does look like more of a cutscene,
Mhm.
like 100%. It's cool looking though. And then there's this. He's like, what?
Yeah,
And
it looks like you got caught by your mom. You stayed up past your bedtime, and you like, oh shit. It's like, like they just turned on the fucking kitchen lights, and you're in there eating.
he's
And
like,
you're supposed to be. Well, maybe that would just be me. So when my wife catches me eating after I was like a drunk stream, I'm like, oh. It's like, don't judge.
I like that. He's just like, what, dude? I'm just trying to fucking weed eat. Like, you see these weeds? Like, Jesus Christ, just leave me alone. No, I won't show you my ID. Get me your supervisor.
He looks like everybody that was waiting with bated breath whether or not they were going to change the Cracker Barrel logo back.
Did you
do
hear
it? Did
you hear about that? Dude, look at the color in those lights though is so fucking hot. I don't know. It looks like Terminator 2.
Dude, you know what it is, and I know this. Well, I like those old police cars like that. That looks. I don't know what it is. I know they're nowhere near as like advanced as what cops drive now, but the cops that the shit they drive now just has no personality. It has nothing cool about it. Like that's cool. I also like the ones where they just have the orbs on top, like the old ones.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, I saw Naked Gun. I went and saw it with MJ yesterday. It was, you know what? It was not as funny as people were saying it was. Some of it was too stupid. Like some of the fight scenes were like, I was like, this is a little dumb, like even for this franchise. But overall, like it was still really good. And it was so nice to see a stupid comedy back in theaters. And dude, there was 2 scenes where I was literally busting gut, like laughing. It was so Liam Neeson's fucking amazing in that movie, dude. He is the perfect replacement for Leslie Nielsen. If
I mean, does he? But does he really fill it up? Like, does he like feel his shoes good, or like is it like he's passable?
No, dude, he feels it amazingly. Like the movie was passable, but it was a joy to see. But he was a 10 out of 10. There's something about his voice where it's so gruff that the jokes land so fucking hard, dude. There's a gag that they do where he keeps eating chili dogs. He's trying to like threaten a victim by showing him his footage, but the footage is just him eating chili dogs and like shitting his pants in the car. And he's like eating one. He's like, "Don't do it. Don't do it." He's like, and then he's over to the corner. He's like, "That was my 5th one that day." It's just fucking hilarious, dude. That was the best gag of the whole movie.
Yeah, but I want to say it looks good though.
Yeah,
what'd you give it?
I'd give it a 7.5 for sure. I really enjoyed it. Dude, it was really nice to see comedies back in theaters, man, especially ones like that. This one's so much more grainy for some reason. I wonder what that has to do with anything.
That looks cool though.
Nice spice rack. You know what I mean? A lot of choices.
I'm gonna put this right in their ass. What, Michael? Your intrusive thoughts.
This is the big one, dude. Fucking look at that shot, Smith's Grove.
That looks cool as fuck, dude.
What does it mean? Do you get?
It looks like I don't know. Dude, I think we talked about that. Didn't we react to something like a couple of years ago where it was like a CG, like it was like some kind of animation where they had taken Michael Myers was escaping and like running amok in the mental asylum, and then they were sending the cops in.
The animated movie that we reacted
I thought, dude, because it looks like, to me, it kind of looks like Arkham Asylum. Yeah. Imagine if it was set inside the fucking, like inside the nut house.
Dude, like you imagine, like you have to escape as Michael.
Well, even if you're just doing a single player experience, like imagine if you were like an orderly or like an intern or something, and then Michael Myers breaks out and he's like stalking, and you have to like try to figure out how to get out because he locks the building down. You have to try to figure out how to get the fuck out.
How fun would that be if like you and like if it's the multiplayer verse part of it, like you and a group of like other insane asylums have to get out of or inmates have to get out, or security guards or
whoever. Yeah. I just think that'd be, but it looks great. That looks fucking. I mean, obviously it's an artist. It's like a rendition. It's not probably in game because the people on the right look like paintings.
Yeah, someone said that there was like this is just like a composition shot or something like that. Not a composition shot, but like I don't know,
an artist's rendering.
Yeah, but painting. If it is, dude, if it looks like that in the game, my God, that's going to be amazing.
I don't think it'll look like it, but it does look cool. I like that idea. I mean, maybe this is the opening of the game, like where you open it and it was like he talks and Loomis comes over in that really bad impression and tells you about how Michael's escaped.
Yeah, that would be super disappointing. Where's the radio tower? Like, where's David Gordon Green's? We're still waiting to find out what the radio tower means. Jesus Christ. But
by the way, if we ever get Gunn on here or anybody from Ilfana, I'm sorry. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that dude is like awful. I don't know that dude. Maybe he's like a very well-established dude in the voice acting community. I have no idea, but I'm just saying That guy was half asleep when he was doing the Loomis thing, like 100% half asleep.
Yeah, we're not alone in that. A lot of people didn't enjoy the Loomis rendition. What's the name of the engine? I don't remember.
Unreal Engine.
Yeah, 2, Unreal Engine 2 or 5.
No, it'd be like 4. It'd be 5. I think it's running on Unreal 5.
Okay, yeah, which is like, I guess it's the first one of these games to run on that. I could be wrong, not a gamer, but like we will be playing this though. We are going to figure that out. Here's a bar. I don't know what bar it is. It says cocktails.
You don't have to tell me, sir. I know what a bar looks like. I live
there. that just makes you want to go have a nice glass of whiskey.
Dude, honestly, it does. Like, even though it looks like shady as shit, I'd be like, well, I wonder what do they have Michelob Ultra on tap? If they do, it's a pretty good place.
This is my home now. I don't know what's next in the. Oh look, it was me testing footage of Madden on the 4K capture card.
Oh,
like
dude,
shit.
I literally thought that was. Oh, okay. I thought that was like a zoom in like tire. Like, I was a tire commercial.
I was actually scared when I pulled it up because like I didn't know what the next shot was, and it was just going to be me like wearing
that shit look. But that you said that looked like shit. That looks good.
Well, not when the gameplay gets on and like the talking's laid behind or whatever. But I think I went back and watched the gameplay that we did in Patreon the other night, and it actually did look good. So I think we're going to be set up. Good.
You can still talk to me. Give me a second. I got to open up Amazon Prime, not to look at porn, but I'm going to open up a video and start playing in the background to make sure I can. We got to test this really quick.
Amazon Prime has porn.
Yeah, well, softcore.
Since when?
Not that I know that.
Can I put that on Affirm?
Yeah. Well, I mean, everything can go on Affirm. I love it. Let me put on Time Cop, an unheralded classic from Jean-Claude.
Oh, that's a big one. That's
watch now. Oh, what the fuck? Why do I have an ad, dude? I'm a goddamn Prime member, premium. Dude, I spend more money at fucking like on Amazon than Jeff Bezos put into the company.
On all of it, dude.
All right, well, it's running an ad, and I guess everything still seems like it's stable, so we're still good. I got 7. This is fucking crazy. Like, dude, literally, I paid. Yeah, I'm just because we got on Monday we're going to be doing a live stream for the Patreons for Dodgeball. So
Yep. That is so you Patreons who are on the commentary tier, we're going to try doing it live. We can't show the movie, obviously, but you can start the movie at the same time, and we're going to do our commentary live with you guys Monday night. So Jay's testing to make sure he can do both at the same time without his internet poo-pooing. Seems like it's going well so far.
Yeah, I'm going to turn it down because I'll get distracted and stop doing the show. I'll just be like, I got to watch Time Cop real quick. I'll tell you guys what's happening.
Oh, you're trying with Time Cop. Now I get what you meant.
Yeah, but yeah, isn't that crazy? Like, you pay like the membership fee for Prime, and then you still got to watch fucking ads. But then again, they're the same cocksuckers that took my movie. Like, I bought like several movies from Amazon, and they just disappeared because they lost the license. And I bought the fucking I bought the movie, and they're gone. And I call Amazon. They're like, you just have to rebuy them. I'm like, yeah, dude. No.
I told you that was gonna. I told you that shit was gonna happen.
Well, I know, but it doesn't matter that you can be that old flame that holds out for hope that we can come back to physical media, but it's going away like the Titanic. It's sinking. It doesn't matter. It's gonna all be digital bullshit.
Yeah, we're all fucked, dude. Right. I paid for YouTube TV the other day to get it again because football's coming up, so I want to watch that. It's the only reason I did it, and I sprung for the direct ticket, the NFL Sunday ticket, because it was only $27 extra a month. So I was like, okay, well, that's actually worth it. That's like, 3 months. That's one B-Dubs tab if I have to go watch the game there. And then I get an email. They're like, by the way, we might not have Fox because of a carriage dispute. I'm like, I will cancel this shit faster than I come.
And that's quick, sir, or miss, whoever is listening. But yeah, I will say this. At the end of the day, it's like, what was it? Nintendo is like, for their Switch 2, aren't they like giving away like physical, like you can buy the case, but they're just like digital codes. So you don't even own the disc.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what the future is. That's the phase of that's where we're gonna go. I mean, I placed a PS6 that comes out. I'm assuming like the rumor is in 2 years, it's all digital, 100% digital.
Microsoft's gonna, a Zen.
Huh?
Nothing else.
No, but Microsoft's gonna be like doing that. I mean, I think Microsoft in a few more years are just gonna completely bow out of the console game, and they're gonna be the Netflix for games. Like, they're going to take their Xbox Game Pass and make it available on all platforms, and they'll just be like a Netflix service.
Yeah, no, dude, it's a shit show. We're all fucked. We're all fucked deep, dark.
We're all gonna die.
Easily.
It's gonna be very. Don't worry. Keep positive vibes. We can play our video games.
All actually gonna die though.
Did any more pictures, or was that all of them?
That was all the pictures, but I did, and we're going to get to all the super chats tonight, as we always do every time we do this show. But when someone comes in with and drops their balls on the table, we got to get to that when it happens. And once again, our friend John has come through with a fuck you, gigantic Titanic of a turkey's done, dude. Thank you so fucking much. As always, I don't even know what to say.
Man. Thank you, man.
He says, sorry, already donated 200 to other channel earlier, so let me do 3. Oh, you know what? Get out of here. Just get out.
How could you do that to us, John?
Yeah, what the hell? Who was it? I want to know her name. No, just kidding, dude. Thank you,
man.
Seriously,
that's so fucking generous of you.
Ever apologize. We love you too, buddy. He says, hope y'all are okay. My favorite body whore. This dude, he's not only does he drop bags, but he brings the fucking thunder with these. They're so fun to talk
John
about.
Needs to start giving us fucking show notes. He can keep it on track better than we can.
Honest to God. Favorite body horror, The Fly and The Thing, and a tie between Tusk and Human Centipede. Dude, I love the Tusk love. I love Tusk love. Tusk fucking rules, and people don't give it enough appreciations. I
like your list. I body horror. I think that you've got all the classics on there. I'm not a huge fan of Tusk, but I think The Fly and The Thing are obviously like classics for a reason. They're legendary, and as far as body horror goes, Human Centipede is extremely underrated. Like, it's gross as fuck. Like, obviously it's gross, but Dieter Laser is an amazing bad guy, and that whole concept is so disgusting, but I like the fucking movie. It makes me a sicko, I understand, but dude, it's really good. I don't know what it is about that fucking movie that makes it like so good.
Dude, I will cut you at your knees. Dieter Laser's fucking amazing in that. Or is he the actor or the director? Tom Six is the director.
Dieter Laser was the actor.
Yeah, dude, he was so good in that. Your list is great. The Thing has got to be on the list. The Fly's got to be on the list. I love that Tusk is on the list. I never thought of Human Centipede as body horror, but that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, they shit in each other's mouth and make a centipede. It's totally a body horror.
that has to count for sure. Someone mentioned in the chat they just watched Together. Together, if you haven't seen that, John and everybody else, is a great body horror movie. I really fucking enjoyed that.
They said Together, and then then the other one that came out from the guys from YouTube, Raka Raka. What was that one?
Talk to Me?
No, the other one, the newest one.
Bring Her Back.
Bring Her Back. They said that was a huge body horror movie.
There's elements. Yeah, no, I could see that there's elements. Substance. I just did a Google.
Okay, well, never mind. He's going into torture porn. You could say porn. Oh, I don't think
they may not let you.
They don't let you. I don't guess they let you. But never mind. I was gonna say, what's that movie with Antonio Banderas where he like the guy kills his son?
That counts. Yeah. The Skin I Live In.
The Skin I Live In, dude. You've got to watch The Skin I Live In. John, watch The Skin I Live In, dude. I think it's subtitled. I think it's like a Spanish film, but dude, holy fucking shit. It's such a good goddamn movie.
That's an excellent. So I pulled up body horror movies just so we have a list to look at here. Autopsy of Jane Doe, I never considered that body horror because it's more of a ghost movie, but like that's still a badass movie. Substance, fucking right up there, top 10. Gotta be.
Pretty nice.
The Brood, I don't remember enough about that one. Jennifer's Body, I don't really count that as body horror personally.
Just hot Possessor. Body. Just a hot body.
Possessor was a good one. Invasion of the Body Snatchers, that has to count, and that would definitely be in my top 5. I love that movie, dude.
Yeah, I feel like we're cheating though. We can't go off the list of Google.
I know. I didn't have time to. He Googled. He probably Googled. There's Tusk right there.
Yeah, but he paid, so he's allowed to fucking Google.
Well, we're Googling. It's happening. Get Out's not body horror. Species is dope. I like Species. Yeah, your list is fucking
Cabin Fever, dude. Clown. Oh my god, dude. I forgot. Dude, Clown is. I literally watched Clown like 4 or 5 times. I remember when I first got it, I rented it. I was like, whatever. And then I went back and watched it again. And I was like, this is fucking good. Then I bought it. And I love that fucking movie, dude. Clown is really good.
By the director of Spider-Man No Way Home. Who would have thought? Was it No Way Home? I think he did a couple of Spider-Man movies. Cabin Fever, I wouldn't consider body horror. That's more of like infection horror in my mind.
Well, I think, it depends on your criteria for body horror. If it's just like gross shit happening to the human anatomy and that's considered body horror, or if it's like some kind of alien or like some kind of outside force manipulate. I don't know.
Yeah, and Reanimator, I also don't count as body horror. Technically, I guess it could be, but like I think it's more of like a zombie science. I know they're not technically zombies, or are they? I don't know. Either way, yeah, that's fucking solid list, dude. All right, let's go to the second one. Favorite torture corn. well, really, Spicy Corn will torture the bunghole, but he's got Hostile, Collector, Saw 1, and favorite Clown.
So you pick so you pick Clown as a torture porn. I'd pick that as a body horror, but I could see both doing it being true. But yeah, Hostile, Collector. Collector, it's been a long time since I've seen it, but a torture porn, because John, because you put corn in it, I'm literally, that's all I'm thinking.
Street corn.
Hostile, 100%. Collector would probably be. What about this might be a little bit, but what about Seven? I know that's a psychological thriller, but there's a lot of torture porn shit in that.
If you counted Seven, it obviously would be the number one.
And then I'm also going to count 8mm.
How was that torture porn though? Well, because I mean, like it was only
because they were doing fucking snuff films.
Yeah, the
Machine. Yeah.
That's a fucking great film, by the way. Hostile's got to be on the list. Saw has to be on the list. Collector's fucking up there. I got to throw in as well Wolf Creek. I would throw Wolf Creek into my list. There's some sick moments in there. You definitely could call Terrifier a torture porn movie.
I literally read that wrong. Sorry, John. He said favorite clown movie. So then,
I was gonna say nothing, but I was like, clown doesn't fit in torture porn or corn.
Well, I was trying to be political and like I was like trying to see it from both sides. Like it could be both. I was being very in the middle. It could be both.
All right, how about Killer Clown?
So favorite horror movies revolving around clowns.
It 1990. That's absolutely on my list.
Yep,
zero doubt. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, 100% on the list, no doubt. Terrifier 2, yeah, you got to count the Terrifier movies as clown movies for sure. Devil's Rejects.
I cannot walk down this. But I can't walk down this path with you, John. Like that I just don't like the Devil's Rejects. Like when I look at it, like I literally smell butt crack. Like like I just don't like that shit. But I'm glad you do.
I was forced to watch that movie for something I had to write, and oh dear God, I still hate it. But I think you have it, dude. Killer Clowns are the top two ones. But Terrifier
specifically, it 1990 versus the newer one.
Yeah, no, I like the newer one, the first one, not the second one, but it is my favorite clown movie of all time, 1990, the miniseries. And then,
I used up I used up clown for body horror, but I'll bring clown in too.
The only thing I would throw in maybe at the end is LLC. What's the name of the movie? LLC. Hell House LLC. That got some good clown shit. That clown is scary as fuck in that movie for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, excellent list. John, we appreciate you, buddy.
Amazing. Thank you,
Appreciate
John.
you.
Appreciate
Again, not only the super kind super chat, but also an amazing topic. We love you, dude. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so fucking much, dude. All right, so we have something to watch. Don't you have someone to kill? Don't you have? I can't find what the button is.
I do.
Demolition Man. I got pee first though.
God damn, I love that smell. It reminds me of biscuit and gravy. Not his pee, but in the movie.
We'll watch the
Silent Hill 2 trailer.
Yeah, Silent Hill. Return to Silent Hill. As soon as I get back from Tinkle Time.
Okay.
I'm gonna go trim my pube hairs next to match my bald head.
Don't show it on stream. Demolition Man. Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate you. You know what's up. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. Demolition Man is fucking never talked about, and it really pisses. It's amazing. It's such an amazing film. Wrinkles the Clown. I'm Jizz. Come on, Kyle. What the fuck? Mike needs to use Nair. No, dude, I don't mind his. I think his haircut is whatever, but I just think he needs to go straight bald with it. Hey, Dean, how you doing? Jay, have you played Doom? No, dude, I know I haven't. I haven't played Doom. Like right now, I'm playing Marvel Midnight Suns. I know I beat it before, but I wanted to get some achievements that I didn't do when I first played it, so I'm doing that. And then I'm really looking forward to Marvel Cosmic Invasion. I think that's going to be a fun game. I like those arcade beat 'em ups. And then obviously the big one is Terminator 2, No Fate. Which I think is going to be a killer fucking video game when it's released. I think it's going to be awesome. Hey, Cinderoth. The 3 seashells. He doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells. I can see how that's confusing. I have Demolition Man on 4K. It's my jam, bro. Dude, I got to get that shit on 4K. Tyler said Jay had a free trial of Patreon. I think we do that sometimes. I think we have it, or it's like, I think we've done that. If we haven't, then we'll do it again. Show, because I mean, you guys are missing out. Like, dude, Monday is gonna be fun. We've never done, so we're doing dodgeball, right? We're doing a commentary for dodgeball, but we're doing it live. Like Mike had mentioned before, we can't show the film on screen and react to it with you guys. I wish we could. That would be fun as fuck. But you're gonna see us, and we're gonna see you, and we're gonna talk and shit while we're watching the film. That's gonna be awesome, because usually we just record that and shit. What's up, Ice Skate? Sanders' ass looked exceptional in 4K. I'll bet, dude. I bet you could smell honey treats from it. What? It's weird. I wonder if Gunn will integrate Peacemaker into the upcoming DC films. 100%, without a doubt. I mean, they're already so there. I didn't watch the video on YouTube, but someone had made a whole video about how Gunn is interested. Like, he's definitely going to implement parts of Peacemaker into like his new Superman film, because the thumbnail was a little misleading. It showed a picture of Superman in it, and they're like, well, how are they going to handle this or deal with that? But I think that they will. Peacemaker is going to be in a DC James Gunn movie at some point, without a doubt. Whether or not that works, I don't know. By the way, I did see this thing. People were like a little bit mad. They were not at us, I don't think. I mean, people were always mad at us, but I don't remember if it was directed at us. But they were talking about how people that consider The Rock to be a better actor than John Cena, and they had this like crying emoji. And like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Maybe it's true. I don't fucking know. I will say this. I think The Rock.
John Cena's way better than The Rock, in my opinion.
Dude, I'm telling you, The Rock's going to win a fucking Academy Award for that role that he's got coming up.
That's true. It remains to be seen, because
I think
he looks amazing.
Because here's the thing, and I agree that John Cena has definitely grown as an actor. Without a doubt, he's definitely ballooned into something special and sensational. But I still look at The Rock's had a lot more time and experience being an actor, and I think that new movie that's coming up with The Rock is 100% Academy Award winner.
I like Academy Award wieners.
Competition. So I don't know. But people are like mad about it. They're like, John Cena's so much fucking. I was like, dude, come on.
Welcome, Brian. Welcome.
Hey.
And if that's you, thank you for your service, man. If that is you, and that is in fact you.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. I can say that now because I have a mustache.
You won't see me burning a flag and spending a year in jail. That's fucking right.
Welcome, dude. I hope you have a good time.
Appreciate you, man.
Most people don't.
Yeah, they come in for a second like, this looks lively. There's 327 people in here. It's about movies and just hanging out, drinking a couple of booze. What the fuck did he say about Cracker Barrel? What the fuck is he talking about burning flags? Out of here. These guys thought they're goddamn Hannity and Combs. They're Hannity and shit. But no, anyway, my point being is that I don't know what my point was. I forgot what I was saying. Never mind. It doesn't matter. It wasn't important. So we'll go on from there.
It was a lovely party.
Yep.
I think you did great. All right, let's watch this. Return to Silent. I keep wanting to say Silent Hill 2. Dude, Jay and I. So Silent Hill, the actual Silent Hill 2 movie, right? The first one, Christoph Gans directed it and hated it when it first came out. Went back and watched it and was like, it's really not that bad. The movie has a lot of problems. Specifically, I don't think the main actress did a great job. Like, you're looking for your child in this barren landscape. You'd think you'd be like more intense. She's like, hey, I can't find my kid. But like the movie overall.
Really quick, time out. Let me cut it in really quick. Am I super loud?
Not to me.
Thanks. But
Did
no.
someone say you were?
No, because there's a lot of stomping going on outside in the hallway of the apartment complex, and I just really don't want to visit from the cops.
Oh, no. No,
okay.
You're not.
Well, if it happens, maybe I can get them on stream, and we can all tell them that we love their body cam footage and they're really cool celebrities.
Yeah, I have a mustache. Just tell them to defer to me. I'm their friend.
Yeah, look at that gay guy with a mustache. He likes it.
Yeah, so that's the worst part, dude. Is like
no, because the reason why we have quiet time, or it's like 8 o'clock around here, so we're already at 10 o'clock. I know that I talk loud. I have these headphones on, so my voice can carry. And obviously, landlords don't put the money in that they should to make walls that are a little bit better soundproofing. They use that cheap ass plexi, whatever I'm not a goddamn architect guy. Whatever they put in the walls that make it really like not soundproof. If you put concrete in, it would be really soundproof, but they don't.
You guys be fucking loud in there?
No. It's usually just a quick burst of speed for about 10 seconds and then tears. And then it's over. And that's usually from me. But
yeah, that's fair. I've been there. I know. But no, in all, I just kind of completely
Anyway,
lost track
continue.
of thought. It's all gone now. It's not like the other day when we were doing the daytime stream and you knew you could just go loud because it was daytime in April. I don't know if you guys were here for the Peacemaker stream. Like Jay got yelled at like midstream, like via text, but he like had to go and like be like, "I'm sorry."
Yeah, but I could hear that shit through text because it's so loud in my head. And I knew that she was yelling really mad.
And then he got louder. He was like, "This is my life. I'm a grown man. I'm drinking beer."
At that point, I sounded like Uncle Herschel on a Cracker Barrel logo. I was just hanging out of my Cracker Barrel fucking barrel, like, "Don't tell me what to do, woman. Holy shit."
Okay, yeah. So Silent Hill, that's what we were talking about. Jay and I saw the second movie, Silent Hill 3D Asylum. What was the fucking name of that movie? Silent Hill Revelations or some shit. One of those boring ass titles.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Redemption Ice Skates or some shit. But that was Jay and I were at a movie tavern, middle of the afternoon, about 2 pitchers deep with 3D glasses on, and we were like, "This is fucking awesome!" Actually, like the 3D for a minute. And that Silent Hill was really good. And then 20 minutes later, we're like, okay, this movie sucks as we expected. But
give me 1 second. Let me go pee, and then we can start the trailer.
Enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let it go for granted. You don't know how many peas you got left. All right. One time, and I think I've told the story before, I was at a B-Dubs during March Madness. I was feeling pretty good myself, and I went to pee. And the guy next to me is peeing, and he goes, "Oh," he goes, "This is awesome." And I'm just like, "It's a pee, dude. You're having a pee." Like he was having the greatest piss of his life. The other day I was at volleyball and I go in the bathroom and they have these 3, if you guys, some of you have been to Marika's for the WAM meetups. They have these 3 wooden slot urinals. I go in and this dude is a solid 2 feet back from the urinal, just pissing it, just dick out, like way too much in the open, just standing. I'm like, what are we doing, buddy? What are we doing? Like scoot it in a little bit. I know I don't like the blowback either. I come away with pee covered legs half the time. But you can't just be, that's like the equivalent to going in a bathroom and taking your pants and your underwear all the way down to your ankles and just having your butt crack out while you're pissing. Like there's some etiquettes, man. Also, don't walk up to the dude in the stall next to him. You got to take a stall at least one away. If I'm at a concert or something, I will just let the next guy go and I'll take the stall. I don't like peeing next to people. It's uncomfortable. You know, I don't want to make them embarrassed about how big my wiener is. It's not true. I'm a grower, not a shower, but that's why I get hard before I go to the bathroom, just to let them know, you know. But then it kind of goes all over the place, and that's a problem too. I get a lot of fights in men's rooms. With his mustache, I may not be able. Maybe should stop that. You know, I don't know. Welcome back.
Yes,
you missed a lot.
What happened?
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, I knew
it. Return to Silent Hill is what we're trying to say. If we're trying to say anything, is that we're going to watch the Return to Silent Hill trailer. Now, this movie, guys, has been in the weirdest, you can't call it development hell. This movie's been done for over a year. They screened the full thing at cons or some shit like that. Nobody bought it. Like, the movie's been done for forever. It's been on most anticipated movie list for like 3 years. They finished it. They showed it. Nobody bought it. Finally, the people who released Terrifier and the people who are releasing this week Toxic Avenger with Bloody Disgusting, Cinedime purchased it and are finally releasing it wide. By the way, you gonna go see Toxic Avenger this week?
Oh yeah, fuck, I don't know, because that Peter Dinklage bitch is in it. I don't know.
You don't like Peter Dinklage?
I used to.
Game of Thrones?
I used to until he was like, I don't think small people should be in 7 Dwarves of Snow White or whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was he's still a good actor though.
He's an amazing actor. I don't know. And I feel weird about Cat. I mean, he's a great actor. I just don't know if he's what I was expecting of Toxic Avenger. Have you seen the original one?
I did finally watch it, and I have no idea how it turned out to be Peter Dinklage, but I'm here for it because it's like a reimagining of the origin.
I mean, trauma is always about that weird shit. So who knows? It could be good. I'll probably check it out at some point.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see it. I'm excited about it after watching the original. But how did I get on that topic?
I don't know. You're talking about development hell in Silent Hill.
Yeah. Anyways, it's finally coming out, and there's finally a trailer for it. Dear God, finally, we're gonna watch it together. Neither of us have seen this yet. It just
so wait a minute. This is okay. Is this a remake?
So this is, as I understand it, this is a sequel to the original film, and it's based on Silent Hill 2, the game.
Okay.
Keep forgetting to click the right screen here. My bad. 1 second. There we go. Share the audio. Here we are. Am I wrong in that, chat? Like, this is a sequel to the original film, right?
God damn it! It's only 40 seconds long. Holy shit!
Is it real? Oh my god!
Got all that time, and you could give us 40 seconds,
dude. Based on the fact that like this movie has not come out yet, and they've not shown anything, and this trailer's 40 seconds long, I have doubts. I hope I'm wrong because Christoph Gans again. He did the original, and that has so many cool shits in it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Something's happened here. Something really, really bad.
Hold the darkness. You can't keep it away.
Please don't go any further. You don't know what kind of hell you have to face.
There he is.
Thank you for the invite. Yeah, it says you live here now. It looks cool, but you know, it's such a short little teaser. I don't know. I mean, that's what, you know, the point of a teaser trailer is, but it looked better than what we got with Silent Hill 1. I will say that. And I got to be straight up fair and full frontal nudity with you all. I'm a way bigger Resident Evil fan than a Silent Hill fan. I know Silent Hill lore, but I never got into it as much as Resident Evil. So based on what I just saw, it does look cool. And I'm glad that they cast the dude, because that's one of the first things I remember seeing it. Yeah, that was a tickle. Yeah. Your bum is nice. But no, yeah, it was but in Silent Hill 1, I think the main protagonist was the father, right? I think I remember that right. And not the chick. And then they kind of messed up a little bit with the story. But generally, like the vibe, I hate saying that fucking word, the atmosphere of this teaser felt more in line with Silent Hill than what we got before.
So yeah, and like I'm seeing some of you guys in the chat, like the fire looks bad, the CGI looks poop. Here's the only thing about that: it's a little bit different with these movies because the first movie had the video game look to it, right? So like even the scary stuff, I give it a weird pass on the CG because it's supposed to look kind of like the video game. The fire did look super fucking CGI.
When he was walking up to that shit, dude, I was like, that's like PS fucking 2 shit. Like that looked really bad.
But there was some other stuff I saw that looked really cool. Like, and again, I'm skeptical, dude, because it's so short and they showed such short little moments. You're like, why aren't you showing it? But yeah, there's the CGI fire.
That looks like shit.
These parts look cool. Like with I'm gonna turn the volume down a little bit here because that was super loud. But like, yeah, that
looked like shit bad. Too.
That's terrible. That looks like the Flash cinematography.
That looks like when you go to Disney World or something. They're like, do you want to take a photo inside of a burning building and act like you're scared? And they put like the green screens around you. You're like, ooh.
It does. Now, I love Silent Hill, dude. Like, I actually probably played more Silent Hill than Resident Evil growing up. Like, I like the creepy factor of it. But that looks cool.
Don't go any further.
I think that looks like shit, dude. It looks like such a blue screen.
The fire looks bad, but the overall,
well, even when he's walking up to it, it just looks like a backdrop, like a fucking theater play.
Yeah, this part looked cool though. With the like, is that a tit? That's not a tit. Thank goodness, because we'd be in trouble. I kind of thought it looks like Mother. that's creepy as shit. And then those hands, dude, that was wild. I don't like that at all. There's the doll heads. You got the nurses, which they did a really good job.
I think the nurses look fine in Silent Hill. The other one, they did a good job with that.
Yeah, I think in both movies they did. They look good here.
I don't. Who's Christoph Gans or Gans?
He did the original movie, and what else has he done? Let me look real quick.
He sounds like a dude that like came up with like a perfume in the 1980s, and then it really didn't work out for him, and now he went to directing movies.
It sounds like Garth Brooks' alternate personality that he did.
Mm-hmm.
Christoph Gans he directed Brotherhood of the Wolf. He directed the Beauty and the Beast live action, Silent Hill. Really Silent Hill is the only thing I've seen from him that I really enjoyed. But
no, what kind of hell you have to face.
If I didn't know this movie's history, I'd be like, that sounds like it could be a really scary movie.
Didn't you just say that this has been like announced years ago and that we're just now getting a 40-second fucking trailer? That's where the nerve endings are like, oh, I don't know. Think about this.
Yeah, and I agree. Little Mexican. I just read that.
Over here impersonating Donald Trump. He talks about the border.
Listen, little Mexican. No, I agree with you. Like, it's supposed to be based on the game, so the CGI does not bother me nearly as bad as it would in the other movie. So I'm with you on that. I am. Pretty sketchy about how short the trailer is, but maybe there's another one coming.
I just don't know why. Yeah, if it's taken so long to even get this up off the ground, and you're only going to release a 40-second teaser trailer, that's not even really that. I mean, it's decent, but it's like, Jesus Christ. Like,
honestly,
it could have been a little bit more.
Now that I think about it, though, dude, the movie doesn't come out until January, so like this is actually really early. So
yeah, but is it supposed to be theatrically bound? Like, is it going to the theater?
I believe so. Yeah,
because that shit, honest to God, that looked like a TV show.
I honestly don't think what we saw looked bad, personally.
I'm not pooping all over it. I think
know.
there are parts of it that seem cool. I'm just saying, like, generally speaking, if you've had all this fucking time and then you give us a 40-second trailer, it just looks like you're promoting like new on FX, Silent Hill return. Like, I don't know. It kind of seems like that.
Yeah, and Clinton said it's in January. January horror movies suck. But the past couple of years, if I'm not mistaken, I think there's been a couple bangers that have managed to come out. So that's not necessarily the death sentence it used to be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking see that day one, but I am a little just the past of it makes me a little sketchy. That's really it. For a teaser, that was a great fucking teaser. If we get a full on trailer in a month or two,
I literally
I'll judge on that.
I think like 15 seconds of that 40-second trailer was good, and then the rest of it was like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
I just don't know. But you know, I'm glad we're getting one. And if they're going back to the roots of the actual game, and we're going to get more in line with that, that's cool. Which I wish that Resident Evil would do, but I don't know if that's ever going to fucking happen.
Well, apparently Craig Zegers is going to make it happen. But I did like, by the way, there it is. Pyramid Head looked badass.
Did you know what? To be fair, yeah, he does look good. But I will say, I really didn't have a problem with Pyramid Head in the original Silent Hill movies. I think he looked good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he wasn't like amazingly, whatever. And they got a big bulky dude, and they added some special effects. But I think he looked fucking. I like that practical shit.
I totally agree. Like that was cool. That was really cool. I think Pyramid Head's good in both movies. He looked great in both films for sure.
You think they got an actor that was just really fucking tall that could hold like a big ass sword and walk around with it, or do you think that they got like? You think that's CG? Do you think that's all CG?
I hope it's not all CG. I bet they got a big stunt actor and then laid digital effects over top of it. That seems like the best way to go these days. Studios aren't going to let you do anything fully practical unless you're Guillermo del Toro. But like, I bet. That's kind of the best you can hope for these days,
dude. I heard a lot of people like clamoring for Guillermo del Toro to direct Silent Hill. A lot of people wanted him to come on board and do it. I think 100%. First off, Pan's Labyrinth, another unheralded classic. People don't talk about that film. That film is awesome. And to be fair, there's a lot of those movies. I like the subtitle shit. Because I have a hard time reading, obviously. But no, it kind of gets annoying when I don't speak the language. So I have to read the subtitles. I don't do dub. I don't do dubs at all because I think those are awful. But that was such a great movie, and it was so well done that visually you could follow the movie without even knowing most of what's going on as far as like reading the text.
Would you like to see Del Toro do Spawn? I would.
I think. Well, yeah, I think Del Toro is a very he's an acquired taste. I think there are certain movies that he can do that work very fucking well. The Devil's Backbone is really good too. But there's other things that I feel like a lot of smoke went up his ass for a lot of people for a long time. But I do like him. I do think he's a good director. I think I also heard years ago people were floating out Peter Jackson as a possible attachment to Spawn.
What the fuck's he been doing for like the past 10 years?
Counting his hairs on his hobbit feet. I mean, that motherfucker don't ever have to work ever again.
Like that, I haven't heard Peter Jackson in a while. He was a hot ticket there for a minute.
Well, because dude, I think he got burned out. I think he did.
Maybe King Kong.
He did all those Lord of the Rings shit. I think that guy just got burned out. He's like, dude, I don't have to do anything. Like, I could just sit in the back and just be a producer and not do anything.
Yeah, the Sam Raimi thing. Sam Raimi, by the way, could direct the fuck out of a Spawn movie. Just
I think
that out there.
Honestly, I swear to God, dude, the two names that were floated earlier tonight, without a doubt, if I had to pick two directors for King Spawn, I think that's what they're going to go with. It'd be Eli Roth, which you said earlier. I think he'd be perfect for it.
He did have a shitty video game adaptation.
He did, but I think that if I had a dream team, I would reunite Eli Roth with Quentin Tarantino and have them do it together and make a creepy fucking cool ass Spawn movie.
Rodriguez.
Robert Rodriguez. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah. Eli Roth is not, wasn't really a
Same
part of that.
circles. Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, they're all part of the boys club. But the other one was Zack Snyder. But there would be no fucking way on earth that anybody would love that or hire that dude, because obviously these studios are they all circle jerk each other. Like whoever gets a hold of fucking Spawn.
Peter Jackson's been doing Beatles shit, I guess.
Oh, but yeah. Anyway, the Silent Hill thing, cool. Am I like, lactating at the tits for it? Not really, but it's cool. I mean, if they do it justice, it'll be a cool movie. It just feels like something that would go to like a TV show or straight to video. It just didn't feel like an event. Like when I see certain movies, they feel like an event. Like they feel like, oh, you got to go see this. It's going to be fucking, like, you can hate The Conjuring. And by the way, I like The Conjuring series, but I'm getting tired of them forcing that fucking trailer down your goddamn. I'm going to become a ghost and just haunt them.
And it's such a shitty fucking trailer.
Well, I mean, it kind of, there's parts of it that kind of scared me a little bit.
You weak bitch.
Dude, fuck you, dude. That goddamn Skinnamarink scared me. But no, but it's constant. But whether you feel one way or the other about that movie, it does feel like a cinematic thing. The Conjuring, it feels cinematic when you watch the trailer for it. But this one, or the
you
long
wouldn't watch
walk,
a movie like this on a screen this small.
Yeah, well, this one just doesn't. It just, I don't know what it was, dude. It just, maybe it was the really bad graphics or something. I don't know.
I just thought the only retort I have to that Pop-Tarts is that like the graphics for Silent Hill movies have always looked that way. They're always.
But that's because they don't want to put the money in for a special effects, because they don't. Well, it's the same thing with Resident Evil, dude. For whatever fucking reason, these studios get in their head, and they kind of have the same mindset as they had with comic book movies back in the 90s. They're like, it's a comic book movie, nobody gives a fuck, we're not going to spend millions of dollars on this because what if it sucks, and we're people are like, that's for kids, you know what I mean? So they didn't give him a lot of funding, and then when they found out that Jon Favreau had a big dick and knew how to make money at the box office with Iron Man, they're like, oh my god, that's the gold mine. And that's what happened. And right now with video game movies, it's kind of like in that early stages like comic book movies were. Buddy, they just don't believe in it.
I watched Mortal Kombat Annihilation the other night. First since I was so disappointed as a child in the theater watching Mortal Kombat.
Is that why you shaved your head? You got you got depressed.
Dude, that movie is so much better than I remember it. It's so
You're crazy, dude. I swear to God,
I'm kidding. Nuts. That movie is fucking trash biscuits. I think it's the worst movie that exists. There's Jeepers Creepers Reborn and Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Holy fuck. They killed Johnny Cage in the first
Yeah, dude. That is some of the worst. Dude, when the fucking Saban Power Rangers recycled clips from Japan from a TV show that was filmed years before looks better than a movie like that, you got issues.
You guys might not remember, dude. Mortal Kombat was a success at the box office. When Mortal Kombat Annihilation came out, people were anticipating it. It was a big deal. And dude, it has worse graphics than like a homemade. There are fan films that look better. I've never seen green screen work that bad in my entire
that motherfucker, whoever made the special effects for that did that shit in Microsoft Paint. Like
so bad.
I remember even as a kid, and I was a retarded kid, so I was like, yeah, Mortal Kombat, you could have done anything, and I would have been excited about it. And I watched that when I was in the theater watching it, like, what the fuck?
That was
what the fuck is this?
I still like Raiden though. I think the dude that played Raiden still did.
Raiden's great. What I liked. He's been in a bunch of shit, dude. He's actually Dexter's dad in the TV show. He's awesome in that. But the role that I remember him the most in, and I really liked him a lot, it was Hellraiser Inferno. He was Pinhead, but he was the priest or counselor.
Oh yeah. That guy's good, dude.
He's underrated.
That guy's really good.
But yeah,
he shows up with the Slim Shady haircut, the sleeveless, and they're like, "What's Raiden?" He was like, "New look. You like it?"
Yeah.
So
you know what it was? I think Annihilation was trying
James
to
Remar.
be, yeah, they were trying to be a cartoon show. They were trying to, like, remember when Mortal Kombat was a cartoon show on TV when we were kids, like in the 90s? I think they ran for like 2 seasons or something. And I think they were trying to be like the kids, they were just making a bunch of special effects and a bunch of like colorful clothes and doing very simple-minded shit. And that was it. And they tried to Joel Schumacher it. And they were like, oh, we'll just sell a bunch of fucking toys and vehicles and stuff and make this like a kids thing. And it was, even kids were like, I ain't touching that shit.
Dude,
like, that's what I think that's what happened. I think it was just a really bad gamble from the studio, like, let's make this targeted at kids and make it as simple-minded as we can because we can sell a bunch of fucking toys, and it just didn't work.
It was so bad, man. It was so awful bad. Speaking of bad, not speaking of bad, actually, I don't know. Actually, I hate this. I hate this news I'm about to bring you. It's time to talk about the old Saw franchise. I want to play a little game with your nuts.
Oh, dude, don't tell me they're digging up Tobin Bell's old corpse.
Oh, dude, you fucking called it. Now,
by the way, I love Tobin Bell, and I know he's not passed away, and I hope he lives for 100 more years, but he is an older dude, and he's like literally put this franchise on his fucking back and walked it across the finish line. Time to give him a rest.
So yeah, and this is the thing. Like, this is from a scooper. It's from a viewer Anon who has been wrong before about things, but he has been right about things. We usually don't even cover the scooper stuff, but viewer Anon has again been right about a lot of stuff. So again, take that as you will. But they came out and said, you want a Saw scoop? It's very early days, but I've heard they're aiming for Tobin Bell to continue playing Jigsaw in the Blumhouse
so
Atomic Monster Saw follow-up.
So bad.
It is not intended to be a remake or a full reset. Now, that comes
so
off the heels of James Wan when it was announced. For those of you who don't know, they were going to do Saw 11, but then the creators couldn't agree. It's Blumhouse ended up buying 50% of it. Lionsgate still, Twisted Pictures still owns the other 50%, and they're going to make the movie together. And now the project is back in the hands of James Wan with Atomic Monster, and Lee Winnell's there too. But viewer Anon says later on this, Lee Winnell, he doesn't expect to have anything to do with it. If that's true, more of an executive producer type of thing. And people were hoping that they were going to do something cool with it. James Wan himself said, I definitely want to find a way for the next movie to be respectful of what fans love while finding a new audience for it. It's a 20-year-old franchise, and I think finding a fresh start to some degree is important while still staying true to the world created. That tells you there's no way in fuck they would dig up Tobin Bell for this.
Dude,
so
I'm convinced the fucking creative force behind Saw is someone like Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool, when he's like, you're going to be doing this till you're 90. When they talk to the Tobin Bell. And I'm like, oh my God.
Quite literally.
It's so fucking true, because he's close to that ancient age of 90. But he's already old. Like, here's the thing. I love Tobin Bell. Tobin Bell is an amazing actor. And again, literally has put the Saw franchise on his old back and marched it like Uncle Herschel and got that Cracker Barrel logo changed back across the finish line. Like that, Tobin Bell deserves the Medal of Freedom or whatever the fuck you get in the White House for being a citizen, but a great upstanding citizen. But dude, you got to move on. This is like, and again, it's Tobin Bell's choice, so he's got to say no or yes. But, you know, there's got to be a part of him that's like, man, I can't keep, like Robert Englund knew that, you know, the game was up, and he's like, I can't keep doing this. Like, you can only, and he was wearing makeup, so they could have made him look, you know, whatever, even as he got older. And he was like, yeah, but it's time for me to step aside and let someone else take the light. Doug Bradley is another one. Like, at some point, man, you got to like move forward. And I'll tell you this, the last Saw movie, I feel like a lot of people didn't, maybe they had problems with it, but I feel like it was a pretty good film, dude. I liked what they had. I feel like it was resolution. And I feel like you could have gone from, like, with that kid they saved, that could have been your next Jigsaw. Like, do like a, you know, like a soft reset. Yeah.
Now listen, if they were going to do Saw 11 with that creative group, then I think everybody expected it to focus on Tobin Bell, because the reason Saw 10 was so good, it was because they focused on Tobin Bell, and they centered it, they honed in, and they made a really a story that you could connect with, right? Mm-hmm. Whereas the franchise has been so messy for so long. But if you're going to change creative hands and you're going to do somewhat of a reset, the biggest fucking mistake the Saw franchise ever made was killing off Tobin Bell early in the franchise.
That's because they didn't expect him to be. They expected like it's going to survive on its own 2 feet without Tobin Bell.
No, I know I know, but like it just never worked. So they had to bring him back, and they had to bend over backwards, and they had to do a bunch of dumb writing shit to involve him, and it was just such a hassle. I cannot imagine it's the most insane thing to me ever that you would, with this creative reset, go back into that same conundrum with Tobin Bell, who's the age that he is, and he's done an amazing job with the franchise. It seems like the biggest mistake ever if you're going to do a creative reset. I hope this is not true. I love Tobin Bell. I would have loved for him to be in Saw 11. It should have been about him, maybe one more, maybe 2 more. But if you're going to try to do this, dude, you're putting yourself right back in the same situation you put him when you had to kill him off early in the franchise. That makes no sense.
You got to give it one of those. Come on, dog.
Come on,
man. Like I am not happy about that at all, and I feel bad for Tobin Bell, dude, because I feel like maybe he's like, man, I know a lot of fans want to see me back, and but maybe he really is into it. Maybe he's like, I want to do this until I drop fucking dead, and that's what I want to do, and that's what he's all about. That's cool, man. If it's his decision, but I really do think that at this point, you really got to start thinking about like longevity with your franchise, and that you can't just keep on going back to the well with the same actor who's been dying of the brain cancer in the film for 87 years.
Yeah,
you should have been gone, dude.
And Blu-ray Addict's right. They did try to do the spinoff, and most people didn't like it. But what I'm saying though is, if you go back to the beginning, like go back to tell a different storyline. You know what I mean? Tell a different story entirely. And this time you can fix your biggest mistake, which is hiring somebody that the main character that you had to kill off so early, started anew with someone a little bit younger. And then you can take the franchise for years on Halloween and do what you want. You're going back to the same shit.
Do you guys feel that right now would be like, I don't know, what if they rebooted the whole thing?
I thought that's what they were going to do.
I mean, I know, but it's so like I know that Saw was forever. When did Saw 1 come out? 2002? I don't remember when it came out. It just feels like it was only happened a few years ago, because as you get older, you're like, no, that shit was only a few years ago. So it's
2004.
So okay, so it's over 20 years old. It's 21 years old. Oh my God, we're fucking old. But anyway,
yeah.
Was it time, or does it still feel too recent to reboot?
Again, like Stacey, someone a new killer, someone inspired by it. It's so easy. And
I hate reboots, but yeah, I agree. I think that they gave themselves an out with the end of the last film they did. That would have been such an easy thing to be like, all right, well, John went on his way. This kid that they saved or whatever would be the next guy that he passed on, how to be the most badass weird serial killer that's not a serial killer ever. But they also kind of presented themselves. They had that opportunity earlier with that detective guy who was great.
Hoffman.
And then they fucked that up too, because they were like, oh, Tobin Bell's going to come back.
So here's my pitch, dude. And I think that this will be amazing. I saw this thing on Twitter where it was one of those guys who is a hacker, and a scammer tries to contact them. And then the hacker goes and hacks into this hacker. This dude in India tried to scam him, and he went locked into his webcam and watched the dude sleep. Like, he was in this just shitty apartment, watched him sleep and fucked with him or whatever. Jason Statham, the beekeeper. You could do something like that, where the new Jigsaw, make it modern, make him not necessarily a hacker, but make him a technological savant, and have him go after people like that, scammers. And then you could turn it into like a desktop horror film, kind of. Imagine imagine Jigsaw using the internet, doing a sort of desktop horror thing to find the worst, most anonymous people on the internet who cause the most strife and pain in people's lives anonymously, find out who they are, and then torture them that way. You could watch him literally like Enemy of the State style, stalk them, ruin their life, fuck up their life, and then at the very end, torture them. And you could do that whole idea. I think that would be fucking way better than going back to the well.
So it's Mark Zuckerberg's biography. I see.
Yeah, you could go after, all the bad CEO, whatever.
Yeah, they got to do something. I mean, you cannot rely on that poor little guy to keep doing this, dude. Like, I mean, and again, I don't want to take any like he might be the one like asking for it. I don't know, but I don't feel that that's true, because Robert Englund also was the one that was like, he was beloved as Freddy Krueger. We all knew and loved him as Freddy Krueger. And I think that he realized at some point, he was like, man, I can't keep doing this. Wes isn't around any longer. I don't really want to keep on being this character. I'm getting older. I'm getting up there in years. And I really just don't have, the stuff in the trunk anymore. And so I want to step aside and give somebody else an opportunity. And, it didn't turn out well in 2009 with Jackie Earle Haley, but he at least stepped aside because he had to. He knew he had to.
I just had the greatest idea. Did you guys see the light bulb? Oh, that was my wiener. It was hard because this idea is so good.
If you had your hat off, I would have said, no, it's the glare.
What?
Dude, I swear, dude, for whatever reason, dude, it's just the light hitting it. It looks like
the light's so bad, dude.
No,
it makes it so much worse.
It looks like one of those. You look like a Friar Tuck. It looks like like you just shaved around it.
No,
Like,
I look like my what do you call them? My hairpiece just flew off, and I was like, and then I'm like the
Yeah.
bad guy at the end of the movie, and everybody's laughing.
you were on a roller coaster and they took a picture at the wrong time as your toupee was flying off. Yeah.
But no, honest to God, it's gonna grow back. Shut the fuck up, you guys.
It'll be fine.
But like, but honest to God, hey, my hairline's great, man. The hairline's fucking perfect.
Dude,
It's
I
just
think
white.
I said that.
I said,
it looks
hairline's
good.
fucked. Little
No,
Mexican.
it's not. No,
Yeah. Jump scare. But no, honestly, dude, maybe this is what they're gonna do. What if, dude? I think this is fucking. I'm on my own nutsack on this one right now. What if Jigsaw comes back for one more film, and the new Jigsaw? Because the thing about Jigsaw specifically is that dude is full of shit. I mean, he's full of shit. I mean, like all the awful people out there. There's one person, he was like, for years you've smoked cigarettes, so I'm gonna murder you for it and torture you because you smoke cigarettes and don't care about your body. Like, he is one of the biggest hypocrites in the world.
John?
Yeah, Tobin Bell's Jigsaw. He's one of the biggest hypocrites in the world. What if the new Jigsaw, his first kill is Tobin Bell? He flips the shit on him. He captures Tobin Bell's Jigsaw, flips the shit on him, tortures him, kills him, and that's how they introduce the new Jigsaw to the world.
Yeah, but how many times is that story? Like John gets killed or something, and then they have to. I don't know.
Well, he's gone. Then he kills him. That's
I know, but
the
at this
opening
point,
scene of the movie is like.
I know, but at this point, I'm
taking
just
him
like,
down.
yeah, but I would just reboot the fucking thing. Start fresh.
You could. Oh, you're right. Jigsaw's already dead. Fuck.
Yeah.
Shit. I had it. I had it.
In an alternate reality, he didn't die though.
God damn it. Fuck. I had it.
I swear to God, dude, at this point, I would probably just reboot the whole fucking thing. I mean, it came out in 2004.
Sorry, guys. I forgot he died.
I think I realized it in the back
dumb.
of my mind, but I didn't really think about it until this. And then you were like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "Oh, I'll just let you flow."
Well, a good writer can write some fun shit. Maybe he
let him cook.
He gave him the cancer. Like, it's a prequel. They go back and they show him pumping him full of. I don't even think that's a thing you can do. Never mind. I'm stupid. I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me.
Well, it doesn't matter. I think that, yeah, I feel like the only way for longevity with that, I mean, unless they're just gonna be like, well, we'll just keep doing it until Tobin Bell does. Unfortunately, we all do, but he'll pass away, and then we'll look in rebooting it, which I think is stupid as fuck. But
I gassed that idea up so hard, I'm embarrassed.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It was still a good idea. It might, maybe somebody else will steal it and make a different movie.
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm gonna go die now somewhere. I actually do have to get another drink. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Okay. And guess what? I got nothing to talk about. And we're gonna sit here and stare at each other. That's right. No, I did have some stuff to talk about, but it was like some wild, like Hollywood conspiracy bullshit. Do you guys know who the rapper Lil Tony is? His name's fucking Lil Tony. Hey Jay, is KFC still open? Oh no, everybody knows you had a good time, Frank. Yes, KFC still open. I tear up some fucking fried chicken for show. Jay, you need to watch the new Dexter Resurrection show that's coming out. Nah, dude, here's the thing about the Dexter show, dude. Like, I want to watch it. Like, April and I have literally been stuck on season 2 or 3 of Dexter because she's never seen it. And I'd already seen Dexter. I love Dexter. Dexter's awesome. I watched all of it. I wasn't a huge fan of the ending of it, but I got bored and then I was like in the middle of it. I'm like, I think we were on season 3. I was like, baby, can we just like stop watching this and like watch like fucking Breaking Bad? And she's like, no. And I'm like, fuck. Because she likes that serial killer shit, all that stuff. She like follows all that stuff. And I was like, fuck, dude. All right. Well, I should have introduced her to fucking Breaking Bad and Bryan Cranston goodness instead of getting her hooked on Dexter. Now she's hooked on it and she won't like watch any other show until we fucking finish that shit.
Yeah, dude, I started watching Dexter. We got like 2.5 seasons in, and knowing that the ending sucks, I couldn't finish. I got bored.
Dude, Dexter is really worth it. I mean, the endings does suck, but everything there's like the strongest seasons in my opinion is like 2, 3, 4 is good. I can't remember a lot, but it does start slowing down. But it's a good time. It's a fun ride. It's a good journey until the end. But then after that, it just falls off the wagon, and I'm like, yeah, this sucks. But and because somebody asked in chat if I had seen the new, because they're redoing it or they're rebooting it or some shit like that. I'm like, God damn,
they just canceled it too.
Well, I was like, don't let her know, because I was like, we'll fucking power through the 7 seasons of Dexter so I can watch Breaking Bad, which is a show I actually do want to go back and rewatch. I do. I almost did it last night. I almost like, you know what? I'm just going to start the fucking show. I'm going to
Some people said I look like Heisenberg with my shaved head.
Bryan Cranston?
No, just when he turned into Heisenberg with that mustache or whatever. But yeah, I'm pretty pumped about watching Peacemaker. That's
you look like a youth preacher that's hiding secrets. That's like, why don't you stay after school so we can talk about the Lord and Cracker Barrel logos.
You know what? You live and you get old and you die. It's gonna be all right. I'll be attractive,
dude. I mean, you have enough hair. I mean, you could fucking do it for a while.
Yeah. Again, the light. It's not as bad as the light makes it look, guys. I swear to God. Let's get to some of your thoughts. Not about my head. Emotionless Zombie says, "Hi guys, have you seen the new Return to Silent Hill trailer that just came out?" We have, my friend. Obviously, the super chat came out before. He said, "It's a bummer that it looks like absolute ass. You guys should watch it on here if you haven't yet."
Yeah, dude. I gotta be honest, man. A lot of it didn't look good, but some of it did look good. I don't know. I'm kind of like it just looks like something that's going to premiere on TV, not a theater.
I'm not, just knowing what Silent Hill looks like, I'm not perturbed, but we'll see. Austin, thank you, buddy. Austin Cade, thank you. He says, "We did it, boys. We changed the Cracker Barrel logo. Hell yeah." Mike,
America.
You seen Nobody 2 yet? I have not. I liked Nobody 1, but for some reason it didn't. I really wanted to go see Naked Gun. I was behind on that one. That's the only, I'll probably wait till streaming for Nobody 2, but the first one was good. Just a little silly at the end. Jay, have been playing Midnight Suns.
I have.
How far are you?
Love you, gays. First
He meant
off,
to say guys. Totally.
Yeah. I guess I'm so gay. I'm not going to tell you where I'm at now. Idiot. No, I have to. I think I'm at the level right. Well, no, I'm doing the vampire level, so I'm doing the Deadpool storyline. But then I'm pretty close to rescuing the Scarlet Witch.
There's a Deadpool storyline now. Yeah,
dude,
now I'm interested.
I do. Like I'm telling you, Midnight Suns was one of those games that came and went, and everyone overlooked it because they were kind of fatigued out with the Marvel superhero shit, and they just looked at it like a card game, and they didn't give it a chance. It's such a fucking great game. It's got a great story. Well, the story's, but it's got some cool shit, dude. I mean, and the voice acting is phenomenal. Oh, there's the rescue pussy.
Cat.
Yeah.
Very unimpressed cat.
Dude, what oh, dude, you missed an opportunity. What you could have done is taken your hat off with your mustache and petted.
You like that? Do you like that, kitty?
You'll come to me for a loan. I don't know if I can give it to you. But no, yeah, Midnight Suns is a great game. You actually like the storyline.
I didn't know Deadpool was a part of that. Now I'm a little bit more interested.
The guy that does the voice for Deadpool, did you ever play Deadpool, the game that came out in 2009?
Yeah, he did a good job.
That's the guy.
Oh, well, sweet then. I might play that then. I didn't know Deadpool was a thing. Is he like pertinent?
Well, he's a
dogs, cat.
Oh, no. Well, he's a DLC character, but I mean, you can get it pretty cheap. But yeah, he's got it. Dude, so the DLC roster is pretty fucking dope because you got Deadpool, which they were gonna add him in there because he's too badass not to put in. Got Storm, she's fucking awesome. You got Morbius, not Jared Leto.
Thank goodness.
You got Morbin Time Morbius, regular Morbius, and then you got Venom.
Treadalenu Widom. Yeah, I might play that. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I buy that for your birthday, but I know you won't play it.
Well,
you know what
I'm hard up in Madden right now. I got my.
You know what I'll do? I was torn. Now that you want to play it, but I won't do that. I'm gonna buy you RoboCop Rogue City. Did I buy you No, you already have it. I'm gonna buy you the new Unfinished Business.
Hey, we should play it on the stream when we get the capture card.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that shit. And yeah, hell yeah, we changed that Cracker Barrel logo. America.
Uncle Hershey.
John Thorne, what's up, buddy? What's good, fellas? What's a 90s film that you feel is crazy overlooked? For myself, I would choose Judgment Night, one of a kind thriller. Great. That's you. Man, you answered your own question, sir.
That would have been exactly what we would have said. That's such a great one. I actually, you know what? To be fair, and we were talking a little bit, Chet and I, when you were gone for a second. I think the Demolition Man's a little overlooked. I gotta be honest. I feel like it's overlooked.
It's fucking amazing. So I can't knock that at all. Typically, I would say Brain Scan but I always talk about that, or I would say Strangeland. I always talk about that one. I'm gonna go a little different, dude. I'm gonna go a little different genre. and that is a movie called Higher Learning. Higher Learning?
That sounds familiar.
Dude, it was an HBO only movie back in the day with Michael Rappaport in it. And it's about this guy who's like super racist piece of shit dude who goes to college, and he ends up, it's based on a true story. He ends up in a watchtower as a sniper rifle, and like before shootings were like an everyday occurrence because of the world we live in. It was like a crazy thing to watch as a kid. That movie was really fucking good. I haven't watched it in like 10 years. And Citizen X is a great
that's a good one. I was gonna also say, dude, another one that never gets the fucking praise or the respect that you deserve is Class Act.
Oh, dude, that's great.
Blade Brown is the biggest asshole I've ever met. Dude, it's so fucking good. Kid and Play, Class Act. Oh my god,
dude, hell yeah! And Don't Be a Menace was great too.
Yeah.
They parodied it, is what Stacey was saying. Yeah, there's a few. That's a handful. Michael Potadden, thanks, buddy. Says, do you guys feel James Gunn's Superman is a lot like Batman Forever?
Good observation there, Michael Potadden.
Not that silly.
No, I would say it's on the level, but refined. I think it's a refined.
That's fair.
Batman Forever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's got the silliness to it, and there's the kind of corniness flowing throughout the entire thing. I don't know, but it doesn't have Batman Forever, and especially Batman and Robin was a toy commercial. They were just introducing shit to sell toys, and you could tell, especially in Batman and Robin, at that point it had become nothing but a toy commercial.
Leave that.
I feel like James Gunn's Superman. There's a lot of it that was trying to reach back to make it more wholesome, more red panties on the outside Superman, but it's got some of that corniness, cornball Joel Schumacher Batman Forever. Yeah, I feel like it's a refined Batman Forever.
Yeah, I could see the parallels though, for sure. Gabagoo says, Loomis, I feel sorry for your toilet.
I feel sorry for your wife.
He also says, thank you so much for the pelvic exam. And Chalice, I like your fingers. You're good with your hands.
You're welcome, and I'm sorry it'll never grow back. It fell off due to disease and misuse.
I examined Mr. Gabagool after 17 Bud Lights. And I don't remember the interaction, but I do remember smelling my fingers afterward. And I recommend mini soaps. Gabagool. Mini soaps.
I recommend an asylum. You have no wiener left.
Brandon Taylor says, you look like a cop now. That's an unfortunate side effect of the mustache.
Why? You don't back the blue?
No, there's nothing wrong. Like the good cops, nothing wrong with that. I just don't. What it is though is you look like a guy who wants to be a cop. Like you're a security guard who wants to be a cop. That's what's embarrassing about it. Otherwise, I love the mustache. Andrew Moore says Michael looked like he diddles no parts in the back of his van.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is the internet, dude. You knew what was going to happen when you revealed the show.
Dude, my daughter said that. She's like, you look like a PDF file. I was like, thank you, honey. I appreciate it.
I don't think you look like that. I think that you look like one of those dudes that was a man, like an assistant manager at Big Lots, and then you became a campaign manager for like a mayor. And that's what like your thing is, like to get your mayor guy elected.
Sometimes you just gotta, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror and people are saying, hey, that looks like shit. And you gotta say, I like it.
But you also look like one of those 1970s fucking dudes that be like, hey man, can I borrow your like lawnmower? And you're like, yes, but I expect it back tomorrow.
Yeah, I just look like a dude who takes his Home Depot trip seriously. That's all.
Yeah, dude. I wish we could get away. Like every time you come on screen, we could play the Home Depot song.
I have been grilling a lot on the Blackstone. Tyler, thanks, buddy. He says, Mike, I find you incredibly sexy. Thanks, buddy. He says, but you look like you just got out of your first meeting. Well, it was my second, and I have decided not to return for a third.
Yeah, he looked at the 401k at the pamphlets. He was like, it's just not for me.
They were walking in. I thought their outfits were cool and they had donuts. I didn't understand the connection. And now after my second meeting, I will not be going back for a third.
You got to wear sheets? That's gay.
Check the score. And by the way, thank you, Tyler. I think Check the Score says y'all should do a full commentary on 30 Days of Night. Have we not done? I guess we haven't done that one. Well,
that's one of the best. That's another unheralded vampire movie. You know what? I just discovered the word unheralded, and that's why I'm using it so much during the stream. But unheralded.
You just now knew that one?
No, I knew it for a while. I'm just making a joke. But unheralded vampire film. I don't think a lot of people do. I think we have mentioned it. It's one of the best vampire films of all time.
Yeah, it's really good. And by the way, the bad guy in that was also the bad guy in Naked Gun. I can't think of his name, but he's like the bad guy. He was the bad guy in The Crow. He's the bad guy in fucking everything. Andromeda 1741 says, Dr. Loomis, what do you think of Mike's new hair? Be gentle.
It looked like he took a piece of broken glass and got depressed.
Corso Travis says, Shakaka.
Bumblebee tuna. Bumblebee tuna.
I was unaware that the Machuda were biters.
They said that she has been violated. They can tell that.
Cilantro Monster, great name. Appreciate the super chat. Says, no joke, I'm gonna go get a similar cut to Mike tomorrow. Together we can be like cadets in Major Pain. Them boys gotta earn their hairdo. That is.
That's true, dude. If you were buried in mud, I'm like, all right, uproot yourself, my little Brussels sprouts. Tomorrow we start the hard stuff.
I do look like one of the cadets. That's fucking true. Big Monkey Nut says, hey Corey, got any advice for Mike now that his hair got napalmed?
Yeah, what I'm gonna say, dude, is like stay away from the wolf pack, because if they start it right there with a napalm on your hair, who knows what they're gonna come after next? They might shut your stream down and say nothing more than you're Ned Flanders that works at a Bible study. You're doing something. Just stay away from napalm. Stay away from the wolf pack, bro.
They're cutting my hair in real time.
By the way, I will say this really quick about Corey. I watched when he was doing the fundraising for his documentary. Do you remember that? And I was one of the suckers. I paid $20 to fucking watch that. And I swear to God, dude, I paid $20. It was years ago. If you guys remember Corey,
that's
Corey
where
Feldman,
Jay's Corey Feldman hate started right there.
Well, I realized I was like, God damn, his mouth isn't the only thing that smells like shit. It's anyway because the Goonies. But anyway, yeah. So I paid the $20 to stream that whole fucking the rape of two Corys, and he was gonna name drop all this shit, and he was on the internet asking.
Please don't ever say that sentence that way again, ever.
What?
Just don't.
What?
You said, I'm not going to repeat it, but the way you preface it, you said, I paid to watch the two Corys. I was like, wait a minute now.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it sounds bad like that. Okay. I paid to watch a documentary exploring the exploitation of the two Corys in Hollywood, is what I was going to say. But yeah, I remember when that happened, and he was on stream talking about raising money for it, and the wolf pack was out to get him. I think at that point he was saying that a monster truck almost ran him over because they were trying to silence him. It was fucking wild shit, dude. I forgot. But yeah, I don't know where I was going. I forgot now because that whole thing. Fuck it. It was bad.
Up on that one. Yeah, no, that was hilarious. I didn't pay to watch it, but I watched the aftermath on Twitter and had a great night. Gary says, you didn't run over a gypsy, did you? You might be in a sequel to The Thinner called Boulder.
Oh yeah, dude, that was a great fucking movie. The Thinner's great. That's a great movie.
John DX Dragon, thanks, buddy. He says, hey, what's up, Mike and Jay? I hope you guys are well. I'm so pumped for Scream 7. Get up! What 3 things do you need to see for the film, and why? What Scream film do you feel was Nev Campbell's best performance?
Well, that's you. I'll be right back. That's your question. I'll be right back.
Enjoy your pee-pee time. Campbell's best performance was, for me, easily one. The scene, and I just read in that book that Wes Craven walked up to her when they were explaining what they did to her mom and all that shit. And he's like, imagine that 1,000 or maybe 1,000,000 bullets are ricocheting through your body in that exact moment. And she was like, okay, got it. Her reaction, her like, oh, that was me when I saw my hair after I cut it, by the way. That that face that she made. I think the first film is her best performance easily. Not to say she's been bad in any of the other ones. 3 things I need to see for the new film and why. Number 1, to feel like the original film. They did a good job in 5 and 6, but I feel like this could take that to another level. I want to see that for sure, especially with Marcos Beltrami back on the score. Another thing I want and need to see is for them to, for the character of Stu that we know is coming back, to have a pertinent, important, and meaningful piece of the film. And I think that it will. And the third thing for me would be for it to have shock value and scares. Doesn't have to be super scary. That's almost impossible to do, but I want it to actually floor people with the reveal or how they handle things. And I want it to actually have a sense of suspense to it. You can't have Sydney being like, oh, I'm bored. I want to see her scared. I want the movie to feel palpable and full of suspense, and to feel, doesn't have to be scary again, but to feel important and like we're waiting with bated breath to see what happens next. Those aren't necessary for it to be a good Scream film. For it to be the best film since the original or the second film, I think it needs those things. And I do think we'll get them. I'm feeling so good about this movie right now, man. John Dragon, thank you again, man. He says, what are you most excited to see from Isabel May, who's possibly playing Sydney's daughter? Great actress who can hold her own with the OG cast. Part 7 so far is exactly what 5 should have been. I liked 5, but I think that this movie could have been a better version of 5 than 5 was. So, and Isabel May, she was in one of those Tim McGraw shows, one of the Yellowstone spinoff shows, and apparently she was pretty good. From what I've seen her, she seems like a great actress. So I'm super pumped to see that. I hope she takes the character and makes it her own. It isn't just some like, oh, it's Sydney's daughter. And I think she will. I think it's going to be awesome. Great questions, dude. I appreciate that. Jay, what the fuck? Where'd you go? That was weird.
I didn't want to talk about Scream.
You fucking jabroni. That's Jay when April says, can we watch Dexter? He just turns into a Ghostbusters logo. It's like, where'd you go? Where'd you go?
I'm sorry, did you say that?
My lovely jabroni. Member for 13 fucking months. Says, hey guys, what will come first? Blade or Spawn?
Ooh, good question. God, that's actually a great question. Right now, it's being fucked, either way from Sunday. I'll say Spawn. I think that Spawn will probably come first. But the guy that they picked for Blade, like even that dude has come out against Kevin Feige and crew, and he's like, what the fuck?
Marshall.
Yeah, I didn't know how to say his name. I was just like, yeah, that dude.
I should have tried.
Yeah, that dude is like pissed. I feel like because it's like Kevin Feige has this idea for Marvel that's just failing over and over and over again, and he's trying to put this shit in Blade, and they can't. It's just not going to work. And that guy's just like, I think you'll get a Spawn movie for Blade.
I actually am going to agree with you there. I don't think they'll ever do Blade because I think Feige's got a huge ego. And just like the guy who made the X-Men animated series says, like he wasn't getting enough credit, so he kind of shelved it. That guy, I know it's a questionable source, but like, yeah, I think that at this point he's kind of embarrassed about how it's all gone. And them to do the Blade everybody's wanting is almost admitting that they've been wrong. And I don't know if we'll ever see a Blade movie.
Which is crazy, by the way. A cool-ass vampire hunter that takes down vampires. That's awesome.
So easy, dude.
Wow.
It's like Jason.
You can't make that though, huh? I don't know. That's weird. Okay.
Fucking wild, dude. The simplest shit they can't do. Dylan Walker, thanks, buddy. He says, if Michael Myers had a favorite song by Michael Jackson that isn't Thriller, what do you think it would be? Jay's the Michael Jackson dude. I think the dude's weird as shit.
I love Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking.
He was innocent.
Sketchy.
Don't say that, Blanket. You don't know. It's not Michael Jackson. But I think it's Samwell, or not Samwell. That's what's in the butt. I can't remember the group's name, but the one that he did, I always feel like somebody's watching me.
That's perfect.
I feel like that would be his song, but it's not technically a Michael Jackson song. He only does chorus on it.
I was gonna go with It Don't Matter If You're Black and White, You Can Get This Knife. That's the way Michael hears it.
Yeah. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us.
That's what he said to the other inmates of Smith's Grove when he tried to start a riot. Michael Patan, thank you, my friend. He says, what I hated about the David Gordon Green trilogy was the way Laurie looked. Did they have to make her look so old and raggedy? Same with Sarah Connor and Dark Fart. I think they were pretty old, dude. I don't know what you can do about that.
It was a choice. But he is right. It is a choice. It's like she did look like she just crawled out of a survivalist hole after 5 years and was like, I gotta warn the people about Michael. I'm like, oh, all right, you don't have to look like that though.
Well, to be fair though, Jamie Lee Curtis does look a lot. They made her a little bit more haggard than she actually looks. I think they were going for that whole like, torn person thing.
I don't
like
think I don't think Jamie Lee Curtis is unattractive at all. Even now, like she's still attractive, but yeah, it's like they wanted to make the haggard look like Mike said, and I think it's because she was dealing with a lot of trauma. So she and then trauma dumping bitch. But she was her daughter had left her, and like the whole thing was happening. So I but you're right.
I drink whiskey and I hang out by Smith's Grove.
But they both look like they were like 16 Newports in and chugging like a handle of fucking bourbon a night.
Yeah, same with Sam Hardesty at Texas Chainsaw. Check the score. 615 says, "Are y'all excited for it? For it? Welcome to Dairy series. I am. My stock on Andy Muschietti is super low. I think The Flash sucked. I think he does not have a great eye for special effects, as can be seen in It Chapter 2, even in Mama, which was a good movie. The special effects were terrible at times. He does not discern enough when it comes to CGI. But from what I saw from the trailer, I'm pretty fucking excited for it regardless.
You know, Andy Muschietti is one of those dudes. Like, I think that he's got a lot of talent, and I think he can do a lot of cool things. But I feel like he's one of those dudes that just blames everyone else when it goes south. When it doesn't work, he blames everyone else around him. If it's marketing, if it's timing, if it's the, and it's like, no, dude, it was a really bad take. It was bad. You can just say I suck.
You're the director. You gotta fix that shit. Yeah, I gotta pee. I'll be right back. We're at Andromeda, by the way. At this is for you, by the way, Slenderman at 9:39 p.m.
Okay, 9:39 p.m. Okay. Andromeda, 1741. Thank you so much. Says Slenderman. Everyone's making fun of Mike's hair. Can you make him feel better? Thank you. XO 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 XO. Ram forever. Thank you, Andromeda. I didn't need to read out all the XOs, but I did anyway. I chose to. Yes, well, he's not in here right now, but him taking a second for himself and crying because of all the mean comments that him have possibly received. It's not that bad, though. Him look like a strong individual that works on the oil rigs out there in the ocean, and he'll have a great mustache, very Viking, and a bald head. And him take his mallet and he strike the ground and get oil from it in the oil rigs. Me don't know. Me never been on oil rig. He looked very powerful with the bald head. That's what me would say. But thank you, Andromeda. We have Quentin Bauer. Thank you so much. Says, you guys see TCM 03 got released on 4K today. I did not know that. Holy fuck. That's badass. I didn't know. Dude, I'm not going to say that. That's a little bit too far over the rainbow. But I was going to say TCM 03 was better than the original. But it's not. It's not true. It's retarded, what I just said. It almost came out of my fucking lips, and it's so stupid. TCM 03, though, is one of the best reimaginings of Texas Chainsaw Massacre or of any horror movies from the iconic, list of, like, you got like Leatherface, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger that's ever been done. But I didn't know that 4K would probably be amazing. But thanks for the heads up. I didn't know that. We have Gary B. It'd be awesome if Loomis borrows from Rob Zombie's 1 and says about Michael he is probably queer. Yeah, dude, I'm sure that would go over real fucking well. It'd be awesome if Loomis borrows from Rob Zombie 1 and says Michael is probably queer in the game trailer. I met this 6-year-old queer with this blank, pale, emotionless face and the blackest eyes. The dick sucking guy. I don't know. But yeah, thank you, Gary. Robin Barker, no message attached. We appreciate you. Love you. Thank you so much. We have JT. We know who this is. JT Insel, aka Owsley, says 34, single and still no kids, with a well above average size chubby bubby. I'm a married stepmom and make a mess on her toes every night while watching 11:14. JT, I promise to fucking God. I promise on the mountaintop.
Liar whore.
On the mountaintop of Moses himself, where he came down and he gave the 10 commandments and it was shattered. That's actually, there was like 15 commandments. That's what I will watch that fucking movie and you can jizz all over your stepmom's toes as you imagine while you watch it with me. I don't want to watch that, but we can watch it together without me seeing that. We have JT Ansel also. I'm done with your channel until Jay watches 11:14. Choo choo train emoji. Holy fuck,
no,
dude.
we're never gonna hear the finale to the stepmom story.
I do. I'm hooked on your stories. You can't just leave. Okay, I will watch it. I promise. It actually does sound really interesting. I looked it up on Wikipedia. I know. Christopher Sampson. Hey, there we go. What's up? Says Mike. I feel like your cat soul stole some of your thunder during your Scream 7 update. Jay, keep on rocking in the free world. The show. Did you like Clown in Corn?
Clown in Cornfield. Clown in Cornfield.
Clown in a
He's
corn.
had a cow on his cornhole before. And
yep,
give
it
it
was
a
at
7
the
out of
it was
10.
at the Ringling Brothers Circus. I laughed during it. It was weird. He made me laugh.
Tickles.
He made me laugh. It was a clown that made me laugh as he jammed it in my butt.
I did notice when I was filming that the cat went up and stared out the window. We just adopted a cat like a couple weeks ago, and it just likes to stare out of the window for like hours on end, like Michael Myers.
Yeah.
I
only saw it for a second when I was over at your house for the Patreon, but it was like it stands at that gate, that baby gate, and stares and it plots and it's like thinking about how to get out.
Yeah. Did I tell you the story of the cat's name, by the way?
Mm-mm.
So when we got it, like, we were trying to figure out how to name it when we got it home, and it like rolled over Ellie's feet and was like playing with her feet, and Ellie's like, it likes feet, and I was like, its name is Quentin. After
I
Quentin
see,
Tarantino, so its name is Quentin because he's a boy and he likes feet.
You didn't just call it like footsie.
Jay, you didn't see Clown in a Cornfield yet, did you?
Mm.
It was all right. It was like a Fear Street movie. It was like it was just a decent little slasher. Not bad at all.
We also have JT Inslee. I thought you were leaving. He says, I haven't seen a better movie this year than 11/14. But he comes back to say, make sure we know.
He's like that guy that kept asking us to watch Freddy's Nightmares over and over again. He's just like
I will watch it. 11/14 actually does sound pretty interesting. Katie Sidebottom, thank you so much. Says, hi, dads. Love your faces. Hey, Katie. Room better be clean. You're going to school tomorrow. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're going to be on that bus.
Someone's got to. My kids aren't.
Oh, yeah. What's today? Oh, yeah. What?
They're sick. They have this sickness. We don't know what it is. It happens every year. This first couple of weeks that someone comes home sick and gives it to everyone. So
Michael Parton says they should do Toxic Crusaders for the sequel. I think Toxic Crusade, wasn't that the cartoon show that they did? Which is wild. You imagine that, dude? Like, I remember having a Toxic Avenger action figure when I was a kid, and a RoboCop action figure, and and these are rated R fucking, like, Toxic Avenger was extremely rated R. And I remember, like, they came out with Toxic Avengers in a comic book and everything.
There was a girl fingering herself to pictures of dead kids in that movie.
It was fucking gross. It's Troma Studios put this film out, and for whatever fucking reason, they made a fucking cartoon show out of it, a comic book series out of it, action figures out of it. Insane.
Wild.
Gary says, best part of the Cracker Barrel controversy was the joke. Not only did they remove the barrel from the logo, but they removed the cracker tail. Yeah, they did. That old man, Uncle Herschel. But they put the cracker back because they need that saltine crack.
Leave things the way they were.
I didn't really give a fuck at all, really, about
who cares, really.
Yeah, but I was like, but it did look stupid though. It's like it looks like the generic logo of everything else. It's like, the originality is what sets you apart, and like, why do you want to sacrifice that?
Yeah, who knows what the real reason was? It's not like they came out and they were like, we hate whites and we hate olds, and there's a white old, and they both got to go.
Yeah,
but it was still a bad decision.
Yeah, it's not like Uncle Herschel was like some kind of slave owner that cracked his slaves or something, and that's why they named the bear. Like he put them over a barrel and cracked their backs, and that's you know what I mean. Like it was kind of stupid.
But I get where it comes from, because like the CEO is like super annoying. Like, I mean, like, dude.
Well, she's a bad hire. I would say that is probably not the direction you want to go with your company. We also have Mercutio saying Super Troopers 3 is in production. Thoughts? Yeah, I saw that.
Really? I didn't know that.
Did you not know that? Yeah, it's called Winter Soldiers or some shit. Like Brian Cox is coming back.
I kind of love that, actually. 2 sucked so much that maybe they should do a 3 and try.
Yeah, and they're not crowdfunding it, from what I understand, right? Okay. So if they're not crowdfunding it, it can actually be done with the studio, and maybe they can like not worry about. Well, we got to make sure the fans are I don't know.
In that case, I'm in. Tacoma FD is a fireman show that they did with the same crew, and it's fucking hilarious, dude. It's a really good show, so I'm all for it.
I love Broken Lizard, dude. I mentioned Broken Lizard as being, they should have used them as the replacement Ghostbuster cast. 100%,
dude. Yeah.
Beyond that guy, thank you so much. His first time able to watch live. I'm a big old biscuit boy.
Woo!
You guys check y'all's email or anything? A lot of laughy face emojis and like who. I don't have my personal email up. It's just that we watched the movie 2 at Gmail that goes through. I don't check it, but Mike does. So
yeah, we do have that email set up there. It's a business email, but sometimes stuff comes through there as well. We mostly just talk on here and whatnot. However, welcome. But let me ask you a question, because I'm beyond that guy. I like your face and I like the cut of your jib, but I got to ask a question. If this is your first time joining a live, how do you know about the Biscuit Boys? Because the Biscuit Boys, we only mention as first timers in live streams on Patreon.
That's true.
I think something's afoot at the Circle K with this motherfucker right here.
Somebody cue the Hardy Boys music.
Either way, welcome a second time, apparently.
Yeah. My personal email is bigfatfuckers@gmail.com.
bigoilymen.com.
It's a great one. We also have Byron Hansen. Why people hate Gun is due to TCM They were midway through that game and pulled the plug due to they didn't fix some issues. Plus, they false advertised content. Oh, okay. Well, to be fair, I didn't know. Well, we both didn't know. Like we were when we were reviewing the initial release or trailer for Halloween. There was a bunch of people spamming "fuck gun, fuck." Well, so I get if that's it. I didn't know that. I had no idea.
So, and that's the thing. Like, I asked somebody, like, what's the specific reason that you guys are so mad? And it was kind of a lot of. There was nothing substantial. It was just like you know what I mean. I still don't know exactly what it is that they did wrong. I know they pulled the plug, but you don't know why they had to pull the plug. Maybe they were losing money. I mean, as a company, if you're losing money, if people aren't playing your game, they don't want to pull the plug. They have to. I mean, you know what I mean? There could be one of those things. I just still don't know a substantial reason why people should be mad at them, other than things went unfortunate for them in their business.
Yeah,
by the way,
I agree.
As far as the last guy goes, you guys have a good point. He may have watched the replays of the streams.
That's true.
This is his first time joining live. So I welcome Biscuit Boy. I apologize for my assumptions. You are now a part of the club, and you have to shave a mustache just like mine on your face.
Dude, your mustache is good.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate
I
that.
swear to God,
it
looked like you could be in Tombstone. I like it.
I enjoy it. Like
you should do.
Like
if I were you, I'd wear that shit all the time. It should be part of your personality.
I want to grow it out.
You look like a baseball player from the 1970s, and I like
that. I enjoy that.
That's where men were men, and putting a dick in your ass was like accepted.
Yeah, I want to have a hot dog later.
No, it wouldn't. But no, yeah, but it was still a cool time. But anyway, as far as like TCM and Gun, well, like Mike said, if they're losing money, man, you really can't expect a developer to just hang around. Like, as much as they love the product, and they might, who knows, maybe they really, really enjoyed it. If they're losing money, like, and they're only like keeping the servers alive for like a handful of people, like 100, 200, 300 people that are actually tuning in and playing the game every day, it's not sustainable.
Yeah, I think they're getting a bad rap on all that, man. I from when you look at the care and work they put into those games, I don't think they tried to pull the rug under anybody. I just think things didn't go the way they wanted to.
When TCM came out, I think we played it on Patreon.
Yeah, a couple times. And it's not my thing, really.
Yeah, and there was a lot of larger like YouTubers that covered it in that gaming space. I think that Spooky Loops, I think that's his name. Huge Dead by Daylight streamer. He covered it and he played it for a while, but he lost rapid interest. And then if you got to get those, I don't know, but anyway. Yeah. But thank you, man. Byron also says, instead of saying sorry or admitting to the fuck up, they simply said the game has reached its full potential, which was BS. Hopefully Halloween isn't treated the same. Friday the 13th is the only forgivable one. Okay, well, this is lore I don't know, and they're working with Ilphonic, and Ilphonic hasn't given up on Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed at all, and that game is not even close to averaging what would be a normal sustainable population for a game like that, but they're always there. So
yeah, dude, and that's the thing, like it's they're a corporation, man. They're a business. Like they're not going to come out and be like, hey, we're not making enough money, we're losing money. They're gonna word that a certain way. No. And saying that the game has reached its full potential, people might not like it, but I don't think it makes them villains. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it makes them bad people.
I would say, like, if you paid money for like content that never came, and then they kept your money, and then they said fuck you when they pulled the plug, I could understand your anger. Honestly, get that. That would suck.
Saying the game has reached its full potential is, in a way, saying the game got as popular as it was ever going to get. We don't know how to fix it. We don't know how to save it. And as a company, to keep our employees hired, which, by the way, people work there who literally depend on them to be a successful business to put food on their table. They had to move on to another venture. I mean, it's unfortunate, but like they're a businessman.
And which, by the way, I will say, I don't know if that happened. I don't think it did. Where they were like, you were saying they promised all this content that never came. If they promised it and then they put it out in the market that was for like pre-order, and then you bought it and then they didn't return your money, I could totally get that. That's like crooked as fuck, but I don't think they did that. Maybe they were promising more, and then they saw the sales numbers and they were like, yeah, we can't really put this much time and effort into something that's not making us any kind of dough. You know? to keep the lights on. But you know, I understand, but I get it, man. I get it. There's hardcore TCM fans that were extremely disappointed when that game shut down. I get it. John Dragon says, I almost forgot to ask, do you guys know if fans will ever see The Collector 3? I don't think there's any updates yet. I don't know.
I want to say, like, they had a whole thing where they were starting to make the movie, and I think some stuff got stolen from the set, and like everything went to shit. But then I heard from somebody else a while back that they were back doing it. I don't know if we'll ever see it, man. It's a total question mark. Yeah.
A rogue fan was collecting on set pieces.
I thought this was a Pokemon shoot.
Matt Roberts, looking sexy as fuck in his little cowboy hat, says, I can't think of anything worthwhile to say but hi. Well, hello, Matt Roberts.
Bing, bing, turkey's done.
RJC says, going to Nightmare Weekend /Con this weekend. Bought the photo op with David Howard Thornton, who will be in full Art the Clown costume. Pretty pumped. That sounds awesome. I remember at Scarefest, we walked, he was there, and yeah, David Howard Thornton is extremely dedicated to that character. Like he gets into it, like he'll dress up for the fans, he'll walk around, have a good time with everybody. That's always cool to see that he really embraced that character and he's having fun with it.
Yeah, dude, he came up to our booth and like did not break character. He was just like, oh.
Yeah, dude. He was like, I was like being like, I didn't even like really. I like Terrifier 2 is whatever, but I was like Terrifier 1 was good. I was like, hey, how you doing? He was like, and he kept staring at me. I was like, yeah, all right, we're not doing a movie. Stop staring at me. Like, we're not doing a movie. You don't have to keep staring at me with your garbage bag.
You know what I'll say for him specifically, and Laura Rivera as well. I think that they do not get enough credit outside of Terrifier fans for how good of actors they are. And I think that him doing like the Grinch movie and like the one of those rights went free or whatever,
Winnie
all those
the
things.
Winnie the Pooh Pooh.
Yeah, like yeah, not that movie, but like the Grinch movie is basically the same thing. I think they're better than that. And I hope that they get some opportunities to showcase it, because what David Howard Thornton did as Art the Clown was some really good physical comedy. And I hope that his next project isn't some fly-by-night, thing. I hope he gets a chance to really like show like the mainstream how good he is. Same with Lauren Rivera.
It feels like you're talking to I feel like for a second I was in the Rocky Balboa moment outside on the sidewalk. And you're like, losers say that and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Yeah, don't accept every screenboat that comes across your desk, man. Like, you did a good enough job. You should be above that. And that's not a knock. That's a.
They're good actors. I definitely think that it takes a certain type of charisma to bring, especially Terrifier, off the screen in the way that David Howard Thornton did.
Mm-hmm.
He did a good job. Billy Bob says, not sure why, but I trust y'all, Mike and Jay. Appreciate you. And we're going to see you in the ice cream van later on tonight.
Come on over, baby.
DJ Graham says, Mike, I see you're going for Shit O'Connor.
Stop.
Nothing compares.
Dude, I gotta stop taking my head off with this light right on it. It's so much work.
It doesn't really look that bad, dude. Like, I think
with the light, it's fucking
I know,
terrifying.
but I think people are just trying to like juice your jams up a little bit. They're trying to get you all mad.
It's fine.
But chips, PJB, God, you got to change that, dude. Says, Mike, did you see Rampage Jackson's son beat up that wrestler live stream? That was crazy. Yeah, dude. Raja, I know that's to Mike. Dude, I've been covering.
I didn't see it, so.
Oh, dude. We can't
I saw the
here.
clip, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah, dude. It was fucking brutal. So, the basic idea or story to it is that there was like this little independent wrestling circuit, right? They're not like WWE or anything big or anything like that. Raja Jackson, Rampage Jackson's son, was involved with it. This one particular wrestler, I can't remember, Sikh or I can't remember his name, wartime veteran, suffers from PTSD, does wrestling to help him deal with that. Whatever, cool guy. Seems like
Rondo.
No, I didn't say Rajon Rondo.
No,
Raja.
Daniel Torres said that.
No, Rajon Rondo is just caught fucking other people's wives. That's all he does. He not only has the leading in assists, but also leading in stealing pussy. But my point being is Raja Jackson. So anyway, they were part of this independent wrestling circuit, and there was a bit, right? Like the wrestler that was involved with the circuit like does something to him, and Raja, not realizing it was a part of an act, gets fucking offended, gets pissed as fuck, like gets insanely mad. And so fast forward a little bit, they're sitting ringside. Raj is sitting there. He's on a live stream, right, with like 700 fucking viewers, and they're like gaslighting him and like amping him up. And these are probably like 12, 13, 14-year-olds that are like, hey, go fuck him up. How dare he disrespect you? And this fucking unhinged cocksucker is like, I'm gonna go knock him the fuck out. I'm gonna go do that. Boom. It's something sets him off. Yeah, dude. He runs. He like goes into the ring. He does like a body slam. The wrestler that he body slams thinks it's part of the act, so lets him do it. Power bombs him onto the fucking mat, and then, dude, this dude literally unloads 20 fucking 3. Boom, boom to his fucking face. He's knocked out. Keeps on punching him. This is a professional fucking fighter, Raja Jackson, knocking like fucking damaging blows to his fucking head. Terrible. Then but by the way, 23 of them. Nobody in the fucking ring. Nobody around there is doing shit to stop him. Finally,
I thought it was part of the show.
Maybe at first. And then finally the other wrestlers like, what the fuck? This guy's out off his fucking kilter. They rush the ring, grab him, push him into the corner. Then they have another video cuts. He just walks away. This guy's in the hospital. This wrestler that he fucked up. This guy's walking away from the arena. Don't fucking disrespect me. Fuck, all this bullshit. And finally, it cuts to another moment where the guy's on the phone, Raja, and the guy's like, hey, yeah, this motherfucker flatlined in the fucking ring. And the motherfucker says, my bad.
Oh, man.
And they just issued an arrest today. That was 3 days ago.
I get why it's confusing because it's a show and it's wrestling and whatnot, but that's crazy.
At first, I thought it was a work. I really did think it was a work. I was like, that's masterful because this is like an independent wrestling circuit and they're trying to get attention on them and shit like that. But no, dude, it's fucking real. And it took them 3 fucking days to issue an arrest warrant.
I'm honestly kind of surprised that's the first time that's happened because you blur real life and shit like that. And today with the internet and people like always worried about their egos and shit, I'm kind of surprised that's the first time we've seen that.
Rampage put out some kind of statement about it. And he was like, oh, dude, it was just excuse after excuse. He's a father. Like, I get it. Like, this motherfucker is going to get charged with attempted murder. Like, when
I had no idea it was that.
Well, serious. No, I'm not saying he is or not, but I mean that's when someone is unconscious and you fight them and then you continuously pummel them in the face. That's attempted fucking murder. Like you're trying to kill them.
I've seen,
and this guy is unhinged. Like there's something wrong with him mentally where it's like you shouldn't be walking around on the fucking streets. Like you're not a normal human being that should be in civilized areas because you're like gonna snap for any type of fucking thing. And by the way, the dude that supposedly disrespected him, a part of the fucking bit, right, is in the hospital bed laid up because you decided to fucking freak out about something that was fake.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. I had no idea it was that serious. I thought it was like a sparring match that like someone beat someone's ass. I didn't know.
If it turns out to be a fucking work, it's one of the best works I've ever seen in my life. But no, if you watch the video,
doesn't sound like it.
No, if you watch the video when he power bombs him in the middle of the ring, it looks like he gets knocked out from the fucking hit. You know, like he hits the back of his head off the mat, and then he's like laying there, and then he just fucking starts pummeling him. Crazy.
Damn. That's dark.
Yeah. Gabagool says, Chalice, you look like a dude who just fucks.
Well, that's what I do. And the day and the night, I'm a doctor. I save lives. I also save vaginas. And sometimes men's butts. But that's none of your business. I'd like you to stay out of my personal affairs.
Yeah, stay out of there. It's full of diseases.
Actually, that's why I had to shave my head. I don't know if you guys know this. The mustache is still rocking hard, supreme. But I had to shave my head because I had sex with so many hot ladies that the crabs actually infested my hairline. Had to shave it off.
That bitch had lice.
Just being a healthy man.
Papa, he says, it's chicken ticket. I got a perfect idea for Saw Jigsaw hunts down the mafia.
I like it.
That's a great idea. Joe Colton says, Joe, no, you better not come up here with no bullshit.
Colton, there you are, you fucking dick. Where were you?
From Patreon says, Jay, it's time to join the dark side of Fortnite because Jason was just like, fuck you, dude. Mike, I like the new cup, but if that was the shock of my day, when's the draft?
The draft is soon. There will be news about the Patreon fantasy football draft soon. I'm working on it. I want to make it special. I don't know how yet, but I'm going to make it special.
First off, Colton, I'm not fucking playing Fortnite. Fuck you. I'm not even playing that shit. Not even close. Like, holy fuck, dude. If I joined a match with you and be like, hey, dude, I'm going to be Jason and parachute in. Let's fucking fight people. No.
Hey, Colton, people are going to start trying to say that you're Duck and Will. They're trying. That's what the
Oh,
streets
yeah,
say.
yeah,
They're
for
saying
the
you're
drinking
ducking
stream.
Will. Will
Look-
owned us all in the beer chug, and they're going to say that the streets are talking.
The streets are going to sweep you, Golden, if you don't watch Street Sweeper. But I will say this, by the way, you can say what you want about Mike's hair. It's crazy, right? It was a shock. But my hair looked way worse. When I buzzed my shit, dude, I looked like fucking Corey Feldman in Jason 4 when he came down the
Someone
stairs.
said that in the comments. They're
Yeah,
like,
they were like, God,
yeah.
die. I look like fucking, that's who I look like. I look like fucking unhinged Corey Feldman when he shaved his fucking head to try to get Jason's attention. Look like the boy in striped pajamas.
Hey, sometimes the midlife crisis takes hold of you. And you gotta go with what it says.
At least you didn't like frost the fucking tips.
Hey, I didn't fuck a
terrible.
22-year-old or anything. I just shaved my head. It's all good.
Yeah, that'd be all right. If you were single, she was 22 years old. F being sad with Tiffany and
Tiffany!
Hey, thank you. Did either of you go through any crazy hairstyles in high school, like boy band or emo? You totally don't have to answer, but you guys are the best. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that. My hairstyle has always been the same. It's been the fucking duck flip. No, it's not always been the same. It's been the duck flip for a while, where the spike in the front. For most of probably until like 10th grade, though, I parted my hair. I combed it over like a good church boy because I believed in Jesus. And that's what was respectful. So I had the very Steve Rogers, you comb it and then you part it to the side and you flip it a little bit. And that's what it was.
You have always kind of rocked the same thing. I in college, when I was in college, me and my buddy bought a jet black hair dye. And I dyed and at this time my hair was like spiky as shit. It was like up to here. And I jet black. And my mom came to see me at college and she was like, I was wearing my Dickies and my fucking punk rock shit. And she was like,
disgust me.
Yeah, she was like, look at all these other kids. They look so nice. She's like, you look like a freak. You look like a freak. Just
I remember
I had like spiky jet black hair.
I don't remember you ever having like anything wild. Like you didn't.
That was
like,
the only thing. Yeah,
you never mohawked your hair and made it purple tips or anything like that.
I had great hair for a while there, man. When I worked at Logan's as a waiter, several girls gave me their phone number, and they were just like, "I like your hair." Okay, it was fucking spiky shit. It was full. It was great. I looked like Sum 41, like glue. The whole thing. It was great.
Yep.
The old days.
But thank you for your question and thank you for your super.
Love you, Tiffany. Thank you.
Dean Cream Betweens. Hey,
Woo!
had an eye appointment today. Thankfully, it didn't think about genocide. Well, that's great. I hope you give it a great Yelp review. And you didn't get turned on because I got turned on and I had to think of it. You know what? I'm not going to go into the fucking story, Dean Cream. I know that you're trying to scoop it, but I'm not.
That was a good pull, dude. That was a great pull.
Yeah, good for you, man. You didn't get turned on during your eye appointment. I'm sorry I had a wiener that was working. But it got me. Robin Barker says Gail getting chased by Ghostface in the audio studio is one of the most suspenseful scenes in the franchise. Hope to get another scene like that again.
Dude, that was one of the hottest scenes in Scream. Dewey, her making out, hand on tit, the white shirt, the red streaks. Great moment in Scream. Totally agree.
Sounds overplayed. But going from Check the Score says, I think the Scream franchise dropped the ball by killing Jamie Kennedy's character. Jamie's character would have been a great killer in a future film. That's true, but I think that everybody would have suspected it. So that's why they didn't want to go with that.
Also, have you seen Jamie Kennedy lately?
He looks like an old guy. Like
that's fair. No, that's fair. Yeah. That was unfair of me to say that.
You had fucking Jackie in Scream 2 from Roseanne throwing around dudes and acting like she was like a big bodybuilder.
Yeah, good call. You're right.
Corso Traven says, what's a super underrated possession / demon movie? I'm a lurker, but been watching y'all for years. Much love.
Thanks,
Burning
Corso.
one for you. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. What's a good I'm gonna say this without a doubt. The Exorcism of Emily Rose. It's never talked about generally at all when possession movies are brought up. It's always The Exorcist, which is the gold standard, which 100% it is. But The Exorcism of Emily Rose is so fucking good. It's so well done. The story is phenomenally told. It's acted out the fucking ass. It's acted so well. By the way, the chick that plays Emily Rose was the sister from Dexter. She did such a convincing role in the barn scene when she proclaims that she's Satan. The director stopped filming and was like, "Are you okay?" Seriously.
Yeah.
Because she was so good. That movie is so fucking underrated. It's such a phenomenal film.
I agree with that. I'd also say When Evil Lurks. Wear your depends when you watch When Evil Lurks. Trust me, it gets so gnarly. That movie will fuck your face, dude. That's
So,
what I'd
yeah.
say. When Evil
But
Lurks.
great question. Gabagoo says, hello, Chalice and Jay. How much for the mustache ride?
Free. Just come on over. You know, I'm not busy. I got some patience between 4 and 4:30, and then other than that, I'm just open for. I'm like you put a penny in, and the horse goes round and round, but on my face. And
he's ready for that dirty taint. Just put it
I
right on it.
I gotta grow it out, and the only thing that'll do that is men's semen.
We have fire in the no completion to that, but fire in the. Thank you so much, man. What a
Fire in
generous
the
tip.
toot.
Hey guys, I just saw TMNT in an old theater in Australia. I didn't realize how much older films they still show in these retro cinemas. Coming up, they've got Total Recall, Escape from New York, Scream, Fright Night, and Exorcist 3. Dude, that's a hell of a fucking week. Holy
Exorcist
shit.
3 would be great.
Dude, I never saw any of those films. Oh, yeah, I didn't even see Scream in theater. That'd be fucking, dude. Imagine that. Like the whole fucking rest of the month or going into next month is loaded with that shit. Oh,
Kentucky
my God.
Theater here in town is playing Heat. I wanted to go see Heat on there because they have like an old school 35 millimeter like thing. I love that they do that, dude. It's so cool. I wanted to go see TMNT too, and I missed that. But I'm definitely next year going to go see Secret of the Ooze on big screen.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Out of those films, besides Scream, which one would you want to see in theater?
Besides Scream, Exorcist 3 would be so dope in a big.
Dude, I would love to see Total Recall.
That would be cool.
It's such a great film. It's got some cool ass special effects and it's Arnie. I don't know. I would love to see it. We have
Thank you,
Christopherson. Thank you, man. Art the Clown, Michael Myers, Chucky, Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Ooh.
So I'm going to. I think I will fuck Art the Clown because he's a little wild, but
what a sentence.
But he's going to be a bottom for sure. So I'm not going to have to worry about his dirty old wiener. I'm going to kill Chucky because I don't like that fucker at all. And I'll marry Michael because at least he's silent and strong and he'll take care of me when bad things come.
That's a very good answer. I'm going to fuck Chucky. Just take control of that little bastard and go to town. I'm going to marry Michael because he's silent and I don't have to deal with this bullshit. And then I'm going to kill Art the Clown because if that guy decides to go rogue and kill me, he's the guy I'd least like to die by out of those three.
I'm going to dick him down so good he'll never come after me again. Colton said, Gunn had very little to do with Halloween, mostly marketing and funding. Yep. Halloween has the potential to be the best ASYM game so far. Ilphonic is great. I agree with you 100%. Gunn is helping Ilphonic get this game out to market, but they're not the leading developer. Ilphonic is great. They've got a great track record. They care about their properties. Again, I keep saying it, Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed, dude. It's a great game. They've always supported it, and they'll continue to support it. So I'm not worried about Gunn dropping the ball, according to everybody else that doesn't like them. So yeah, you're very correct, Colton. We have Billy Bob says, Mike and Jay, I put balls in condoms for extra safety. Well, that's great. You got to protect that sperm factory now, don't you? So you cradled it and you put the balls in there to make sure there's no diseases that jump on it.
You don't want any slippage.
Good idea. Michael Parton says, I always wish Randy was Ghostface instead of Stu. That would be terrible, Michael, and I like you a lot. That would have been no bueno. Don't like that.
Dude, I would go for Randy and Ghostface in Scream 2, but I would not replace Stu with him. That's the only thing that I think you got wrong there. I would love to see an alternate universe where Randy was Ghostface, but not over Stu.
No.
We have phone, Dick.
The you don't like podcasts. Just wanted to say I'm a big fan. This channel is my go-to for horror updates. Tyler, thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Tyler, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate that very nice super chat of you. And we're a big fan of you. Come on over. I'll Indian leg wrestle you later.
Gary says, Snoop Dogg's reaction to his kids asking him in the cinema how two women in Lightyear can have a baby is hilarious. I've never seen that. But that has to be fucking insane. I maybe we'll react to it at some point, but that would be fucking insanely good.
Snoop Dogg came out, and just randomly like, I took my kids to see the Buzz Lightyear movies. Like, I'm afraid to take my kids to the theater anymore because they had 2 women that were together, and it's like, you're Snoop Dogg. You have a song about getting off from murder, and you're worried about kids knowing that.
He don't even know. He don't know
Come
what
on.
like having one woman means. Like, what? I have multiple.
Like, of all the people, shut up, Snoop Dogg. God.
We have Robin Barker. Jay, you've said Scream and Scream 2 are good. What are your criticisms of the rest of the movies? What would you fix? Are you at all interested in Scream 7? No. Robin, you know
Hater.
what? Here, it would
Hater.
like, you know what? To be honest with you, we're going to try to wrap the show up, but it would literally take 40 minutes of me complaining about Scream, about what I don't like moving forward with after Scream 2. I just feel like it got like a money grab shit. There's a lot of shit I would change. First off, I'd kill off the fucking main cast. I'd kill off the fucking main cast immediately, and I would start fresh. And if I were going to do Scream 3, the last thing I would do is add Jay and Silent Bob, like fucking they're Archie and fucking Betty and Veronica from an Archie comic book, and put them in Scream 3 and make it hilariously stupid, and then derail the entire seriousness of what Scream 1 and 2 were doing. I would take that shit out. I mean, Wes Craven's a genius, but Wes Craven didn't always make bangers either. Wes Craven made mistakes, and that was a mistake. True. I personally think that Scream 3 is what started that dumbass fucking trend where it was like, yeah, let's have all these celebrities like Dawson's Creek and shit like that. That was dumb. That was dumb. And it's not even Courtney Cox's haircut. That was ugly too. But yeah, there's a lot of things I personally don't like about Scream after Scream 2. I will say, what was it? Scream, just Scream. Scream 5, that was all right. But you could tell literally within the first 15 minutes of that movie who the killer was. Like, there was no suspense to it anymore. There's nothing that's like meta about it. Like, it lost the sauce, in my opinion, in that probably starting in Scream 3, but it continued on. But Scream 5 wasn't bad. But I would immediately like stop bringing back the old legacy characters. Get out of here. Like, let's get some fresh shit in here.
I disagree with everything that you said.
I know you do.
Remove it from the record. However, I can't. I'm not going to use the soapbox to defend Scream 3. So I'm gonna let that. That question was for you.
if you like the Scream, listen. If you like, the only thing that came out of Scream 3 that was good was Creed and What If.
What if you did? Yeah,
that was it.
It's great.
Billy Bob says, Mike J, you are jealous of Bella Ramsey, Corey Feldman. Yeah, we are 100%. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Billy Ramsey sounds like someone who was hot.
Check the score says most underrated Scream film is Scream 4. Jesus Christ. I don't think you've ever I don't think you've ever had a cool party in your life. And we want to change that. So join Patreon so we can have a cool party with you.
I disagree that Scream 4 is underrated. I'm actually pretty low on Scream 4, but I still love it because this is a Scream movie and I love all the Scream movies. So
Kirby sucks.
Go with God, my son. Kirby was fine. Shut up. Kirby was great.
Terrible.
You shut your mouth, your whore mouth.
Terrible. But that's it. That's the show. You know what? We're gonna end it there. And I feel like we had a good show. I feel like we had a good show. You had a good show. I hope you had a good show. I hope you had a good time watching it.
I had a great time. Is KFC still open?
Yeah. Somebody actually said that earlier. It's like, Jay, is KFC still? I was like, what? Yeah, I mean, I hope. I'll DoorDash that shit.
No, dude.
Bucket of chicken.
What a fucking show, man. You guys are the best. We love you guys so fucking much. We will be live again so soon. And I love you long time, and I want to take this mustache and I want to press it softly against your necks, your clavicles specifically, and just suck.
Yeah, and we're doing Peacemaker still, but we just got to figure out. We got to figure out a day to do that now because like things have changed. We got some information. Things have changed, but it's gonna be a fun time. By the way, somebody asked, "Is like Jay, I'm poor. Can you guys please open up like a free week for Patreon?" For next week. I was like,
well, we had the free trial going on forever.
We've done that shit. Like, that's what I said. We've done that shit before. So it's not like we can't just keep doing it. There's no point in doing a Patreon.
Yeah, we had the free trial going on for so long. It'll come around again. Hey, we love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Thanks for taking the time. Thank you for your super chats. Thank you, John. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us tonight.
Thank you guys everybody.
Fucking rule. Best community on the internet, hands down. I'll fight you with my mustache if you say different. Love you guys so much.
See you guys.
See you soon.
I'll see you soon. Bye.